Hey, teacups, it's your girl Monica. Welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. Joining me tonight are Teacup affiliates, Schoolboy. Hey, Schoolboy.
Hey, hey. It's a good night. It's Friday night.
Oh, girl.
We're gonna expose some fugaziness on the line, you know.
Child, listen, it's reality TV, okay?
I caught that episode though. I seen that. That was
I expect nothing less, okay? Also joining us this evening is Teacup affiliate, Plez. Hey, Plez.
Hey, how are y'all?
Great. Blessed. You look good tonight.
Well, thank you. It is Friday. I'm excited.
Oh, Lord, poor Bishop. He's in trouble tonight. Speaking of Bishop.
I'm in trouble tonight. What I do?
I'm just saying, Plez look good. You know what I'm saying? Look.
She looks blessed. She looks blessed.
I know that's right.
Are we taking a special offering tonight? I mean,
Lord.
I'm excited. The weekend is here. I get to go to my favorite city tomorrow, y'all. I'm happy.
Are you going to
Yes, I'm going to New Orleans to see my best friend, and I haven't seen him in over a year. We are the vaccinated crew. We're gonna be painting, sipping, eating some crawfish.
Okay.
He's fancy. He gonna have the paint and sip at his house, so it's gonna be private. Me, him, and his wife and his girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me, him, and his wife and his girls and crawfish. I haven't had crawfish all season.
Oh, he fancy, huh?
Oh, they fancy. I like having fancy friends. I'm out here trying to save the world. You know, I'm the attorney that saves the world. They the attorneys that get the money, and I just get to benefit. Come on.
Come on now. Listen, that sounds like
go
fun.
around there. You know, I might need to get on up what they got going on over there.
I love me some bougie friends. But the best part of that whole scenario is the crawfish. Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, that's my favorite. Let me tell you.
Work for them things.
Really?
See,
that's how I feel about crab legs. I won't eat crab legs at all. That's too much work for too little meat. But I love crawfish. Bam, bam, bam.
Blue
I just like to suck the head on the crawfish. That's the best part. Oh, so good. Oh.
Look at Schoolboy. You're not sucking the head and pinching the tail.
This ain't after dark.
Yeah.
Well, we got to make up for it since we ain't having the after dark tonight.
Let's do a movie night tomorrow, though. We can do a movie night.
Oh, I won't be attending. I'm gonna be out full line.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time?
Oh, that's right. You full line too. Oh, that's right. Okay, well, let's do it next weekend then. Let's do it next weekend.
Tomorrow night.
Let's do it next weekend.
We can do it next weekend. I'm gonna be right here in my house. So
y'all comment in the chat. What movie y'all want to see next weekend?
I want to see the Michael B. Jordan movie.
I do too, but let's talk about that offline because you know how YouTube be acting. Yeah, child. Yeah, I wanted to see that too, but all right. So Lori C, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, so happy to finally catch you guys live instead of the recording. Hugs and kisses to you. Thank you, Lori. It's Friday. Listen, how that song go? No, it's ladies' night, but change it to it's Friday night. Shit. It is Friday night.
But wasn't that one song? Donna just got paid.
That's my song.
Yeah, that's my song
That
too.
This wasn't my payday, but anytime you want to see me happy and dancing, that's my song right there.
That's my song too.
Yeah.
Hey, Friday night. Ooh, party hopping.
You know what I always think
Feeling
about?
right.
I think about love and basketball.
Booty shaking.
Hey, all right, now we got 10 seconds.
I ain't gonna lie, I did get paid 3 times today. Shoot.
Ooh,
all right now.
Won't he do it? Praise God. That's what I'm saying. Just
ram in the bush.
Don't you love when a deposit hit the account? I'd be like, "Ooh, yes, Lord. Ooh, love to see it."
I sent my money to where it needed to be, and then I kept a lot of it.
Okay. See, that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. Perfectly imperfect BX girl. Hey, boo, how you doing? I missed you. Happy Friday. I missed you all this week. Hearts to you, sis. Glad you're back. Don't be working too hard now. You got to enjoy yourself a little bit. Debbie Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat. Good evening, panel. I got the second shot and I've been sick all day. Oh, okay. Take it easy, boo. Lay down and don't push yourself too hard then, okay? Yeah. Okay, y'all. So let me get some housekeeping out of the way. First and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need y'all to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, go on and bang that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the piping hot tea that we serve on this channel. All right, teacups. On the agenda this evening, we are talking Black Ink Crew, child, and the Fula line.
Yeah, that's what the Fula line over there with the money. I seen the episode.
Child, so C's, listen, they're saying C's lied about the robbery for ratings. Okay, Steve Harvey exposed, and y'all, Apple Watts might be on crack cocaine. Oh my goodness, let's go ahead and do the roll call before we dive into all this piping hot tea.
Roll call, it's a roll call. Tune in and let us know what's up with y'all. We want to hear what you got to say. Teacups, turn them up, what you sipping on today. Roll call, it's a roll call.
All right, let me see. We have Alicia. Hey, Alicia, Victoria, Kayla, Miss Amanda, Perfectly Imperfect. Hey, Boo again. Santavia. Hey, Santavia. Dawana, Rochelle, Tiffany. The interracial perspective, maturity not included. Hey, Boo. Hey, Miss Bernice, I see you. Just Jay, Regina Burnett. Gwen Even Akins, very interesting name. Relly Rel, Sunday Chevy, Poetic Lyrics, KF, Catherine. Hey, Catherine. Debbie Johnson again. Thank you so much for that super chat again. Stacy Wilson, Let Love Rain. Detrice. Hey, Miss Detrice. Michelle, Keisha, TLW. Hey, Boo. Daisy Miller, Bella Donna Diaz, Amber Lane, Misbehaving. Hey, Misbehaving. Regina, Diva, Minnie B. Welcome, everyone. We're so happy you're with us this evening, and we're even happier it's Friday. This has been a long week. Long week.
Yes.
All right. So who are we talking about first? Let me see who we got on the agenda. This guy right here. Oh, that's a rough picture. Damn. I'm just so happy. I'm happy Duchess is gone. She's been gone, but I'm just so happy.
Her and her lips, her crusty lips, moisturized lips.
Listen, Duchess, I don't know how y'all feel about Duchess, but she always came off to me as psychotic, like severely mentally unstable, pathological liar, crazy. Remember how bad she talked about Donna? Like a dog. And then she went and spread it wide and low for Donna, right? Didn't she have Donna between her legs just eating the cookies and that? It was like, huh? At that point, if you questioned her sanity, that should have explained it, okay? Duchess was a hot mess and a pathological lie. And when I would see how some women would be so drawn in by her bullshit, I'd be like, no, don't do it. She crazy. But anyway, so Black Ink Crew season 9 is currently airing. And during a recent episode, C's and Teddy, y'all like Teddy?
Hell no. I don't like his.
You like Teddy?
Hell no.
Claire said yes.
I do.
He an F-19 too in the words.
He is, but he's still cute.
Okay.
You know what? This is so hood of me. The only reason why I like Teddy because he could fight. He could kick some ass. I'm like, well, I like Teddy. He a good fighter.
I don't watch the show.
Y'all watch? It's actually
it
good.
makes me
I'm
itch.
glad don't watch
It makes me itch.
I swear.
Wait, Bishop, you said it make you itch.
Yeah, I mean that place looked dirty. I know they did upgrades, but I don't know. I want to look dirty. It's like
you catch him from the TV. That's the PD from the TV.
Yeah.
And wasn't it true they was passing around venereal diseases with that group anyway? That's what the word on the curb. Allegedly, that's what's been going on.
What?
I wouldn't be
out. What?
That's what I heard.
Donna probably. She's a toilet. If y'all didn't know.
Well, I mean, she was screwing in the stall, so I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
Well, she was cleaning the shit off the floor. But the dog was shitting all over the floor in her sheets, and her house is like a hoarder's house, and she don't look like she washed her ass. And
she walking around here like Justin Bieber. He look dirty too. I don't know what's going on. Everybody,
what is going on? Lashina McGinnis, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. I'm off the Henny. Where is Auntie Marcella? Hey, Marcella's on vacation. She just texted me. Came out of the pool. She's been swimming all day and drinking the Henny. And I'm like, you go, sis. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Yeah.
I see her swinging that hair.
Like she on the episode of Baywatch coming out the water like
and then dropping it low and doing twerking for her man.
But you know how like when you watch some shows and it's like you just kind of default to the only cute person. That's all it was for me with Teddy. It's like, well, he the only one that looked like something. Hey,
that's true.
The rest of them, I just like to watch because of how ratchet it is. I don't live that life, so I want to watch them have sex with everybody, with all the strippers at every party that they have, and then fight and pull each other. I was like, I don't think nobody actually ever does a tattoo, ever.
No. I actually like Black Ink Crew. How long has it been on TV? I think about 9 seasons now.
Yeah.
But when it first started, it was so real. I mean, you could see the crust on the corners of their mouth, the crust in their eyes. They didn't take showers back then. It was real reality for me back then. It was.
Monica, they was broke then. I mean, what you know what I mean? That's the two then. I mean, it was real then.
Okay. Yeah, it was real. Did y'all ever see the Christmas special when they had Black Ink Crew from Chicago on? And Don, I think that's his name, Don. Shit. Don got mad at the producers, y'all. And they started punching the ceiling like Popeye. Pop, 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 pop. One fist at a time. Did y'all see that? I felt like me and my kids, we would just rewind it over and over. Everybody just be laughing.
But I need him and Ryan Henry to get some bottom leg parts. You got all this top. You know, and no leg.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's training them, but they need to work on that. Get the leg, get it even.
Oh, Lord. Young Bae, she fake too. Oh, they all fake on that show. Oh my goodness, she is so fake. But yeah, that episode, that Christmas special, me and my kids, we just rewind it and watch it. Don is a crazy mama. He crazy. Oh Lord. Oh, plus wasn't there some funny stuff?
It was. I like when they do the crossover, but it's just like you said, like we were talking about earlier, like Chicago was the pretty cast to me. I was like, oh, Ryan Henry, he trifling, but Ryan Henry was fine. Don, all of them. I was like, this is a nice looking group
you don't need no man that's using more edge control than you. He's using your edge control. You don't need no man. If he's in the mirror longer than you, man.
You know what Ryan reminds me of? You know why I don't like Ryan? He gives me PSTD from that stuff I talked about in After Dark. That's what he looked like. When I said he was good looking, like that. No. That,
I'm gonna pray for him if it's like that.
But that's what they saying too. They saying it is like that. That's what they're saying.
But he looked like he act like a. No, let me shut up.
Remind interviewed his former BFF. So yeah, okay.
That was so dirty. I'm like, it's too many women out here that's throwing it at you for you to do that.
But that's his MO. He feels like he's entitled to everything. He's entitled to knock everything down.
That's why him and Rachel can't stay 30 days together. She be like,
she said it's ghetto over there. That's what Rachel said. Terry Ellis, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm just in time for the live, smoking on some medical. I know that's right. Pledge, you remind me so much of my best. You remind me so much of my best friend. I love watching all of you.
Thank you.
Hugs and kisses
Monica,
to you.
they are on the road to try to get that medical legalized in Louisiana.
So, yeah, they need to. They need
What's
to.
going on? I need to move. What's going on? Everybody,
don't. Yeah, it's schoolboy. It's gonna be an uphill battle, but they're in session right now in the legislature, and it is on the books. It's on deck.
They need to. But then that will keep me further from Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street already. Child, listen, I hate that. You know how I feel about that place.
Say further away.
Further away. You go there, that's all you smell. I mean, it's horrible. It's real bad. It's real bad. And me and my bougie self, sometimes I can be bougie. I'm like, good Lord, let me get out of here. I can't do it. I mean, that's all you smell on Bourbon Street. So it's going, if they legalize it. Ooh.
Monica, you have your fans say, Lord, have mercy. This is
too much.
I want to see if they legalize it and we have actual like dispensaries, if there are blends that smell better. Because I have friends that smoke. I've never smoked in my life because it stinks. I'm like, I'm no thanks. I was like, maybe if we go somewhere to Vegas or somewhere where it smells better, I might.
No, it don't.
And I don't mind the smell.
Really?
Listen,
it's loud. It's loud. When I mean it's loud, it's loud.
Even with all the different flavors and stuff,
it's loud. I smoke it naked. I smoke it naked before I put my clothes on. That way I don't get in my clothes. It's loud. You smoking that good, it's loud. You be like,
I can't do it. I can do a good cigar about twice a year, but I can't do weed. That's a negative.
Get your little edible. Yeah. Get your little.
You know what? I don't mind the smell of raw, the good stuff that they pick out of the bushes in Jamaica and Africa and those places. But the stuff that they have here in America, I don't mess with it because you don't know what they smoking with that. So that's the thing. I'm thinking secondhand smoke. Okay, you might have some crack in there. I don't want to have to inhale none of that shit.
No,
that's my problem.
When you go to the dispensary, everything is homegrown in the back. So they pick it themselves. They bring it to you. They give you the chart, what it does for you. Like I like to smoke. Like I like to smoke sativa because sativa helps me focus and it keeps my anxiety and depression down. Some people like indica. Some people like a hybrid, a little bit of mix of both. I mean, it's a whole chart breakdown. Like it's deep like that. If you doing it the right way. I'm the only
thing I smoke is the overflow. Is that real? Is that real? Overflow? Is that something?
No, Monica. He's talking about the overflow.
No, the only thing
that he wants smoked.
Bishop.
I'm just saying, I don't smoke. I don't condemn people that do, but that's the only thing I won't smoke.
Yeah, I just don't mess with it. You know what it is though? Like I said, for me, if you grow up and you have any kind of drug addiction in your family, either you go to it or you stay far away from it. And I'm one of those that just stay far away from it. Listen,
I don't even drink.
Yeah, but
because I have alcoholics.
I'm recreational. I do it every now and then when I just want to chill, unwind. I'm not an everyday smoker. Now I have friends that is everyday smokers. I can't dedicate my life like that and my finances like that. But y'all go ahead and do that.
It's addictive. Yeah. There's some people that have to have it. Their mood is so nasty without it. You're like, let me just go ahead and give you this $40. Just get the hell out of my face. Damn.
Not the funky 40.
Shoot, the funky 40. Okay. So we're cutting up tonight.
It's Friday.
And I got off my job and I ain't got shit to do.
Listen. All right. Look. So Black and Crew season 9 is currently airing, and during a recent episode, Season Teddy confronted Walter about a break-in at the 125th Street shop, and Walter admitted to stealing from the business. Okay, Schoolboy, you said you saw the episode. He came in the store and he was mad about it, and he said, "Look, I have been dipping and dabbing out of the register." And that's when Ted hit him with, well, the store was robbed. Did you do it? And he denied doing it. So now, okay, fast forward, because that was filmed months ago, like the height of the pandemic, March, April. Here we are now, 2021, April, a year later, and Walt is now denying that he stole the 5K from the shop. He's saying that part he didn't do after confessing to doing it. Remember, he said he stole thousands out the register. Remember, he said that? I'm so confused. And
I'm not.
He's hinting that the confession he made on camera was for the ratings. Okay.
I believe it.
In a string of tweets and deletes. But you know what? You know what got me confused? Donna's saying he borrowed money, he can't pay it back. He's looking kind of tweakish, like a little tweakish. He used to be homeless. Remember that? They had to go pull him out the project.
That was a lie too, though.
Well, I don't know. They took the kids. He lost custody. The kids are gone because of his condition. He had no place to live and his living conditions and stuff. And Donna, was that a lie too? He didn't deny that, borrowing the money and couldn't pay it back. Remember that?
Well, I heard the whole script been a lie for several seasons now. So.
Well, I mean, you would make yourself out to be yeah, I don't know.
When you need that check, Monica, when you need that check.
But why would he even go on social media now to deny it? If it's, I mean, that's part of your job. You got paid. But I'm just saying, why deny it? If you got paid to say you did it, why now deny it?
Because he was up in his comment section tearing his ass up.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they always do, though. Something's not adding up. But anyway, so in a string of tweets and deletes, Walt denied the entire narrative portrayed on the reality show. Now, I'm going to read you the tweets, and I quote, "The whole bullshit with the whole register shit, man. I definitely had something to do with that." So you're saying you did steal out the register? You're a thief. Okay. He goes on to say, "I tried to fix it up later on when I got the bread back up. Shit ain't really easy for me. I'm not making any excuses, but I definitely did that dumb shit." Okay, so you're a thief and you did go on the register and you did steal from your friend. All right. He goes on to tweet, "I didn't break into any shop. The shop didn't lose 5K. I was never homeless. Nobody helped me on my feet when I was down and out." Come on, man. Now, you know what? We saw on that show how him and C's and Ted went into the projects and counseled him, got him a counselor, right? Didn't you see that, Ples?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. What is he talking about? Nobody helped him. I'm confused. Walt living as a broke and homeless man has been his long-running storyline. We all know that on Black Ink Crew, but he alleges that on social media, viewers see on the show, he's, TV shit as he's calling it. C's discovered the cash and tools were missing from 125th. After the break-in, Walt was not working that day, and C's became suspicious about his possible involvement. C's business partner and cousin, Ted, later revealed that Walt was the culprit because they had the video of the break-in, the person that broke into the shop. And even though we couldn't see his face, his stature and the walk was just like Walt. So Ted and C's went to the Brooklyn shop, and they're talking to the employees, Tati and a bunch of new people I don't know, about what happened. And they show, Ted and C show the video, and everyone, I mean, it was unanimous. Yep, that is Walt. Then Tati brought up the fact that he steals, like, okay, she'll do a tattoo, it's $1,200, and he'll charge more and take a cut of it. You know what I'm saying? So he was doing that a lot. So not only did he steal out the register, but he was stealing on the actual purchases too. Remember she was saying that? Oh my God. Like, to me, if you're a thief, you're a liar. And I was putting murder in there too. You capable of anything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Liars, thieves, and murder, they all go hand in hand. Schoolboy, what are your thoughts?
I stopped watching this damn show a long time ago. I happened to be Fool-La Line and I was working and I needed some background music. So I went ahead and put that ish on and started watching it. My issue with Black Ink Crew is that it's to the point where they've had so many other seasons where things have been so fake and the storylines have not been real. I don't know what to deviate from the truth to the real. So if this really is real, he was wrong for stealing. But I have a question for Caesar. Why in the hell would you have $5,000 just sitting in a lockbox in your damn business?
He said, well, what he explained was that Walt was the manager. He was in charge and on duty that night. He was supposed to take that money and deposit it into the bank like he normally does. According to Walt, he forgot to do that particular night that the store got broken into.
But the general manager is Ted. That should be done.
No, but it's done by at every store, a manager does that every night.
I know, but but at their level, it shouldn't be. If you know somebody like that has had financial issues before, he wouldn't be touching my money, and there would be multiple drops that would be done. I would not have that kind of money laying in my business. That's just me. Now, that's fine that they was trusting Walt like that, but if I knew someone had financial issues before, they had been homeless before, I've helped them do, I know, and people have complained that they're taking extra cuts. There's some common sense stuff that's missing for me personally. But if Walt did that, Ninja, why you ain't in jail? Because regardless of whether you my friend or not, Ninja, I'm pressing charges because you stole from my business. I'm sorry. I don't care about no VH1. I don't care about no TV. You would be in jail, Rikers Island somewhere, hoping you didn't drop the soap. I'm not going, and like I said, I just don't understand. And then if you stole, how much did you actually steal? Was it really the 5,000? The 5,000 and the extra in the register? What was it exactly? They weren't clear on a lot of things with this whole story. It seemed really choppy for me. But Walt been looking homeless. I mean, and I want to know, what's the wife doing? Like, you married him.
So after the episode aired, I went on her page. I forgot her name, but I went on her page because I'm like, well, he's a thief and he has a drinking problem and is he on drugs? And she seems to be defending him and perpetuating that same storyline for ratings narrative too. She seems to be like having his back. I don't know. Maybe he gave her the D that night because, I mean, seriously, he's admitting to stealing. Where's the accountability for that? He's saying, even in these tweets, I did steal the money. I just didn't steal 5,000. And let me tell you why they didn't, call the police. C's, Ted, those are real New York street dudes. They don't believe in that type of justice. They just rather do to him what they did to Alex and call it a day.
Well, that low key for me, what they did to Alex was uncalled for to a degree. Regardless, that went a little.
Donna caused that. Donna was behind all that.
But at the end of the day, that ain't got shit to do with him. When you was mad at Donna, that's when you call your homegirls and you let them handle that. You don't take on the man.
They couldn't hit Donna, so they took it out on him. They said Donna was doing the talking, and he stood there and didn't say nothing. Plez, what are your thoughts on this mess?
That's just what it is, mess. I'm disappointed because Walt was always, to me, the one who had the most sense and the best head on his shoulders, aside from Puma sometimes. But I'm with Schoolboy. This show has jumped the shark for me a long time ago, going back to the stuff with Duchess, then Young Bae, and where did they go to see her mama? Vietnam or North Korea, wherever they went. All of that was super fake to me. And just watching them come back. Oh, and the stuff with Shit and his wife.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this. It was clear that all of this stuff was scripted and or heavily edited. And then finally, once they kept dragging out the stuff with Sky and her sons, because I don't think that was fake, but I think it was exploited way too much for television. Like, it became painful to watch because you could tell those boys had some serious, and Sky does too. All of them had serious issues and needed some serious healing and therapy. And for me, it just became sad to watch. So I would watch it here and there. I did see the episode where Walt was accused. It looked just like him. But the issue is, was he doing it at the behest of production, or was he actually stealing the money? And I'm with Schoolboy. I know what you're saying, Monica, about them being street dudes, but honestly, I don't even think that's it, because C's has made too many different choices. I mean, he's already shown he's not a good business person. So at some point, I would think he would want to level up his game, especially trying to have multiple shops and multiple locations, to where you would want to run a legitimate business. I know some people never get there, but I honestly felt like if he had stolen that much, he either one would have called the police, or two would have whooped his butt. And since he didn't do either one, it's like, I don't really think this is what happened. Like, I think this is a bunch of nothing, something for y'all to talk about, for VH1 to drag on out. You know, they love a betrayal story. You know, so now Walt is betraying him after all the things. I don't know what Walt is talking about. They definitely went into projects when he was a whole alcoholic and tried to get him help. That's one thing I did kind of like about the show, because they did appear to be good brothers in that sense. Even when they would fight, fuss, and cuss, Teddy, C's, they would always show up for Walt and oh shit. And, you know, it just rubs me the wrong way. I honestly think it's fake. It's made for television. But if he took it, I also see him needing it. Like I said, I don't even know how they would have 5,000 in the shop, because I never see them tattoo anyone. And people who live there have always said online that it's not really a shop. It's just
that
a place for them to film.
The 113 was not real. And since then, they gentrified that area. So he didn't have the money to purchase that for them to continue to. So 125th is actually the real shop. They do make money out of that shop. It's just expensive as hell to get a tattoo. The minimum, like the smallest tattoo, is like 300 in there. Because I had a friend that went up there to try to get tattooed. And I was like, girl, I'm sorry. Ain't none of them that damn impressive to me to be putting nothing on me. I'm just saying.
Maybe they have real tattoo artists behind the ones we see on the show. But the ones on the show, I wouldn't let them put nothing on my body.
113 was fake.
I don't think that they are ever sober enough to do a straight line long enough. Like, I don't want you putting nothing on my body, because half of y'all drunk, high. You know, at some point you got to be a professional about your job, even if that's your job. Like, leave the after parties for the after parties.
Donna can't tell. Shit,
did y'all see the tattoo that Donna did on that female? It was all black. The whole thing. Her foot was black. What the? Did y'all see that? The whole thing was black. And it was a big. Yeah, she can never spell. Her tattoos are horrible too, just terrible looking.
Do you have a picture of that?
I'll pull it up. Is Puma still on the show? Yep, he's back. He looks clean now too. He has teeth now. Got his teeth fixed, and the dreads grew out a little bit. It looked like he was wearing Chanel glasses. I mean, he looks a lot better. I will say that he looks cleaned up.
Oh my God.
C's did an interview recently, and he says he no longer communicates or speaks to Walt. Walt is not on the show anymore, and their friendship is over. So it might be real. You know, listen, New York dudes like that are not calling the police on it. It's called snitching. They're not going to go on TV and show that they're snitches. They're not. That's not even in their repertoire. It's not something they're going to do. Let me see.
Damn storyline. That show's so damn fake. I'm sorry.
But I do believe that Walt's a crackhead. I do believe that. I believe.
But I don't know if he's got that stealing.
And crackheads steal, you know, they do. I believe he borrowed the money from Donna, didn't pay it back, was ducking and hiding, didn't want to come to her party because he owed her the money. See, someone like him, I would just say, here, you can have it. Like, there's no borrowing. Is here, you can have it, you know, just sad, you know, just really, really. And then he lost custody of his 3 kids. Remember? They're gone. Yeah. Because he couldn't maintain a stable residence. Just very sad. What are your thoughts, Bishop?
It sounds like a dirty situation. You know, it looked like a setup, a plot and a scheme that Todd has set up. I mean, seriously though. Honestly, they always all of them looked really grimy. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is like a horrible situation. I believe that situation with Sky and Rashida was real too. You know, Ra Ali, because they even fought.
That was real.
Even on New Year's.
That no, and they, you know,
yeah.
Well, what led up to that is that they were both on Instagram Live, and Ra Ali was outside of Sky's house asking the crackheads and the winos at the corner, "Does Sky live here? Does Sky live here?" She's like, "Sky, come outside." So that part was real.
And that was a good fight on TV.
That was a good fight. That was so good.
And then Sky gonna sit there and try to hug her at P. Diddy's party. Like, girl, you know that y'all last time y'all see each other, y'all was fighting. And she's talking about, oh, they thought they was gonna hug, and Ali got it.
I thought they fought at that party too, because
they did.
Because she came to hug her and she fake hugged her.
Ali snuck up on her and, you know, hit her with a sneak punch or something, or pulled her down. Not even a punch. She just pulled her hair.
It was face to face.
Didn't she pull her hair? Yeah, but she pulled her hair and all that.
She gave her 2 pieces and a biscuit.
Who did? You talking about Ra Ali?
I think she did. If I'm not mistaken.
She pulled her hair.
Sky. Take that back. Sky.
Sky did that. Yeah, that was Sky. And then Sky was laughing afterwards and said, "Y'all want some Henny?" It's just like this.
And then out the damn Diddy party, can't never come back to none of his parties. I mean, that might be a good thing, don't you? Might not want that.
Can we talk about Donna's body? Can we talk about it? I want to talk about it. God damn, you never. I mean, let me tell you, she got some hips on her.
And she have a baby, it's over.
Yeah, and I thought it was. Well, I mean, I know she did said she got a BBL, but what she got done was basically had it lifted and just had it shaped out a little bit more. But her mother, if you see the mother has the same body, so it's hereditary. And then the sisters have that kind of body. So yeah, I was just like,
better than her though, but her twin is a nurse, so you know she's more classy. Baby.
Yeah.
Donna just look dirty.
She does.
She like her pussy look dirty. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, she reminds you of that kid off of Charlie Brown with that dust, that stank smell.
Oh,
and it seemed like that's on her.
Pigpen.
Yep. Y'all are wrong.
Was he black? I was always confused. Was he black or was Franklin?
He was dirty.
Oh, he was dirty. Okay, because that, you know that.
He was from the trailer park.
Goodness gracious. I'm going to pull up that tattoo. Just give me a minute.
I always think if she works out, maybe it'll firm up a little more.
She would.
No. Okay.
Yeah, she would.
I was like, I thought that was just it. I thought it was just.
See, they just lazy. They don't want to go to the gym. They like Joelle Santana wife who just got etched in abs. You know, she just got.
She got that? Oh,
yeah,
gosh. That always looks so stupid
to me. Johnny Blaze got it too. You can get it edged.
And it looks ridiculous on her too. Mm-hmm. It really does.
Because it doesn't help, and then she wears all of that spandex stuff, and it
makes her look like her coochie stank. I'm sorry.
That and the you know, her having a boyfriend. If you're not gonna
work out and firm it up, then you gotta at least wear your undergarments, or you know, your shapewear, or wear bigger clothes. You know, more structured clothes, not all of that spandex bodycon stuff.
The cellulite look like it's just floating.
And I hate it because she's such a pretty girl, but she just doesn't value herself.
That was a tattoo she did. The whole thing, the whole black part, everything. What is that? What is that?
I wouldn't want that. Looks like gangrene.
Right.
It looks like I need to go get a surgery to get that limb cut off. That is not a good look.
Who? And then she was actually smiling and saying, "Do you like it?" It's like, bitch, do you want to get slapped?
That's horrible.
Ooh, who would do that to somebody?
Nobody sued them yet.
I'm gonna need Kearney to call up here because I know you from New York. You know these people, child. These are your people. These are your people. Come get your people.
Is this your?
Oh my goodness, child.
And then couldn't smell that shit on that person that smelled it. Caesar talking about, oh my God, it's spelled wrong. I'm like, you hired her. What's going on here?
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious.
That's worse than getting Chinese symbols and don't know what the shit mean. And then there's some jacked up stuff with somebody telling.
Okay, so y'all want to talk about Steve Harvey?
Do we have to?
He like constipated. He had that number 2.
He does look constipated. He really does. Steve Harvey is getting slammed and exposed after claiming men and women can't be friends. And it has sparked a viral outrage, I guess, has erupted all over social media. Let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen and play the clip. Let me acknowledge my super chats. Cheryl Cooper, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Dangerously blessed. I know that's right. Thank you for the super chat. Ra Ali snuffed Cardi B as well. The night Cardi B tried to fight Nicki, allegedly, right? Because Cardi denied that, but who knows, child. Tawana to Inspire TV. Thank you for the super chat. Just saying hi while working. Hey, boo. Hi. The real Ranu, thank you so much for the super chat. Do VH1 pay them? They are always struggling. Everyone but C's and Teddy. Yeah. If you're appearing on camera, you have to get paid. But I mean, what if you're sniffing and snorting and shooting up your veins? I mean, listen, money gonna go fast. It's gonna go fast. You're gonna blow right through it. Literally blow right through it. Look at oh shit. He's a sad. Well, he cleaned himself up a little bit, and he found that woman. It was funny when they were investigating her too. It's like something.
Oh, that was hilarious. I investigated her as well. I went found all her Facebook stuff and her mama. I wanted to know about her. I was invested in that one. Where did this? I'm like that too.
What did you uncover? I mean, I know she had a hidden child and all this other stuff.
I was looking at all of that. I found her mama's Facebook page, and her mama had pictures of the ex-husband and her and the baby on there. I was like, ooh. That was so old. That was good though. I was like, this is because I'm like that too. When you have a close knit group of friends and somebody new comes on, it's like, who this is? Like, we need to know who you are, ma'am. I will look. You already know. I have the tools of the trade. I will Google you. LexisNexis, people search you in a minute. I can get every address you ever had in your life.
Child, you got that LexisNexis account like Phaedra had, child. That's how she was able to find out all of the DMV records from the cars they stole. Look, Apollo didn't have access to LexisNexis. First of all, he's a felon. And, you can't anybody just can't have access to that. You have to have some credentials.
Down at Homeland Security, if I really need to know about what you got going on, I got to connect.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, do you know so and so? Yeah, I need to look them up.
Oh my goodness, Delcia, thank you so much for the super chat, my love. We appreciate you. Hi, Key Mikey. He said he smoked weed every day.
Like that Snoop Dogg smoke every day.
Every day. Listen. Anissa Edie, thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate you. Lashina, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Steve Harvey has erupted the interwebs, social media. People are going crazy over this clip. Let me go ahead and share my screen so we can see what he had to say. Of course, it's something controversial. All right, let me see here. Make it really big. Right.
Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, yeah, he's, okay.
Friends of men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because look. Okay, let's get rid of this right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, "Yeah, we're friends." No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor, and trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity. Because we're guys.
Think this way?
99.9% of us think that way. All of my friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because come on.
Because you're a wife.
Because cheating's in his nature.
I don't really have female friends because look. Okay, let's get rid of this right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, "Yeah, we're friends." No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. And trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the out.
All right, y'all. Schoolboy, does he have a point? Does he make sense? Y'all comment in the chat. Let us know.
Well,
Can males have just platonic relationships with women, or is it a plot and scheme that Todd set up to get Candy the pussy? Okay, Schoolboy.
To get in your dress.
Schoolboy, what are your thoughts?
Never get this over here. Never, ever. I don't. Manage for me. I mean, of course, y'all know I'm gay, so that don't really apply to me. But I do have female friends. Most of my female friends are straight. I ain't got no. I don't want them. Shit, that's why you.
Is Schoolboy low to y'all?
Is it low? Is it low? My bad.
Yeah, you kind of.
Now you're better. It was probably because you were laying back.
Yeah, you're staying away from the mic.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that issue. I have male friends, of course, because I'm a gold star lesbian. I don't mess with men's. But my female friends, most of them are all straight. I have no desire to be with them. Don't want to be with them. Usually, I be telling them about themselves. So what I want to be with you for. And then sometimes people understand they got to get out of this mindset that everybody ain't trying to. I wanted to cuss. Everybody ain't trying to. Everybody you meet, you're not trying to sleep with. And I think that's a society narrative that people have put on. Oh, well, every time a man see a woman, no. Usually there's a reason why they have a friendship. They might have a tight bond. Ples has a lot of male friends, from my understanding. I mean, so that doesn't mean that she didn't look at them in that way. She just has platonic male friends. It doesn't mean, to me, that screams insecurity. I mean, that's what that screams to me. But I ain't I'm not heterosexual, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to, for once, agree with Steve Harvey. I think 99% of men, not all, because of course nothing is ever absolute, right? So there's a 1% of men out there that can have a platonic, and they're straight men, 1% straight men, because in my opinion, if you have a female friend and in the back of your mind someplace, you're not thinking about hitting it or just playing it cool until her and her man break up so you can slide in there, you're probably gay on the low. That's my opinion. That's how I look at it. I think all men, well, not all, 99% of the men are what Steve described. They do, they can't have a platonic relationship with females, a female counterpart. I just don't see it. Ples, what are your thoughts?
Well, as Schoolboy already said, I disagree. I have, I said
1%. I said there is 1% out there.
I think it's a little better than that. I think it might be about 15%. Just going on my experience, I have a few best friends that are female, but probably two of my closest friends are definitely male. Y'all saw one of them. I was at his house when we were filming one Sunday night. So that's like, we kind of grew up together. He's 4 years older than me, but we grew up together. But since probably like the last 10 years, we've been close friends. Like there were points a few years ago where we talked on the phone every day when he works on the river. We were super close, and I will admit that it becomes hard when he's in a new relationship, because what I find with a lot of men who do have female friends, they don't understand their lane. They don't understand that they are the one who have to make these things known to their new girlfriends or wives or whatever. And what's always dangerous for me, I've been in a relationship where the person was super insecure and super jealous, to the point, this friend that I'm talking about, like I cut him off for almost a year. But it got to a point where that wasn't enough for that ex-boyfriend. It got to a point where he was even intimidated and insecure about my family. And for me, if someone can't understand when I tell them this is my friend, we have never. And when I tell you, so all that stuff Steve is saying, if there's a chink in the armor, there has been chinks in the armor. I've been single. I've been in unhappy relationships over the last 10 years since we've been there. We've been drunk together. We go out gambling together. When I was gambling, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but when I would go out gambling, we would gamble together. We've slept in the same bed. And I'm not talking about you over the cover and I'm under the cover. We've done all of those things. And never, not once, was there a kiss, a hand held, or nothing. This man and the guy, my best friend from law school that I'm going to see tomorrow, both of them have honestly done more for me, even financially, than men that I've actually been in relationships with, that I've actually given myself to. These men who I've never touched have been basically like my brothers and have understood that, you know what, she may not have a strong male figure in her life. So if she needs something, I got her. When I went to take the Mississippi bar, the best friend that I'm talking about that y'all saw, I didn't even ask because that's not in me to ask. My mama raised me to get my own stuff. When I was like, oh, I'm about to take the bar, this man brought out his checkbook and wrote out $300, put that on your fees to take the bar. And I was floored because I don't ask for help. I do it on my own. So for somebody to want to help me or give me, grace when I didn't even ask for it, I will never cut those two off ever again. Now, I know it won't be close. I know we can't kiki and fool la la and talk on the phone every day anymore. But people have to stop being so insecure and intimidated by everything. The 80-20 rule is actually a thing for a reason. It is unrealistic to believe that your spouse or your mate can provide everything that you need and want in life. It's just not realistic. They have to have friends, whether that's girlfriends or guy friends. And for some people, it can be both. But I'm serious about boundaries and line crossing. I don't approach men. I don't try men. And I saw somebody say, well, if they ever tried you, but they haven't. So I can, and these are my friend that I'm going to see tomorrow. I go with his, me and his wife. His wife is cool. Me and him take their girls to the movies. And y'all get away. Mama need her own time. Like, she doesn't care. She called me to do his game night for his 35th birthday party. We co-hosted his party in 2019. So I have been blessed, I will say, to have very close guy friends. And it is nothing. When I tell you nothing, we have never done anything. So I do think it's possible. I see somebody saying, oh, he's married. Yeah, the one in from law school is married, but my other friend that y'all saw on the live, he's not married, he's single. And there has never, in 10 years of us being close, never. So I think it's possible. But I have had male friends that have tried. So yeah, some men aren't capable of it. But I think we do a disservice to men when we perpetuate this narrative that they're not possible of controlling their hormones or their urges. Not all men are like that.
Right. You said that.
Not
all men.
And I think it's wrong to say, oh, you could never. It comes from a place of insecurity when you're super intimidated by somebody else and them having jokes and fun. Like, that's just crazy to me. But I think because Steve sticks it all over the place, it's in his nature, like you said, Monica, to be a cheater. So I don't think it's possible for him to think outside of that.
I will say the one caveat I want to add to that is the man has to find the woman attractive, right? If they find the woman attractive and then try to enter in this platonic space, I think he's just playing the waiting game, honestly. Just waiting it out. Bishop, you're
Y'all
a man.
gonna make me ask him. Let me text
Bishop, you're a man and you're heterosexual. What are your thoughts?
Well, I understand what the mustache is saying. I think what he's trying to say is, at one point in time, the man or the woman, one of them had to be attracted to one another. Because I agree with what he's saying, but I disagree. Meaning that being a friend, you have to be grown to be a friend, a real friend, and friendships are for grown people. Because even some people that are older in age don't know how to be friends. Even they could be two women. She'll backstab her and take her man, and you know he'll be shysty and take his wife. You know, so I understand what he's saying. I understand what you're saying too, Monica. What I do believe, if both parties are heterosexual and they are platonic friends right now, I think at one point in time one of them liked one another. One of them liked the other person. At one point in time, it could have been in high school, it could have been in elementary, it could have been, college years, but it just didn't work out. The person probably figured out in their mind, they probably better off as a friend. Mm-hmm. And the other person may never ever know that. Mm-hmm. And I have seen that before, and I have experienced it before. Where I thought I was jonesing on one chick, and I'm like, oh, she mad cool. I'd love to take her out. And I seen the way she acted. I'm like, oh, we better off as friends. We're not even on. We don't even connect like that. We don't vibe like that. And then
would you sleep with her not a relationship? Would you hit it?
No, not anymore. Okay. But vice versa. I experienced it with a young lady that liked it. Me, I didn't know she had liked me the whole time because I had friends on her because I was not attracted to her, but she was attracted to me. I ain't found out until years later. I'm like, oh, and it was like, she's like, yeah, I was hoping that one day you'll break down and we'll have a chance. We'll end up being together. But then I figured out you only saw me as a friend. We was better off as friends. So even with my ex, I have been with her off and on for 10 years. We are the best of friends, cool like that. You know, when we talk and we chop it up. And Steve Harvey, when he says that, I'm like, are you not friends with your wife? Because I think for me as a grown man, when I'm looking for a potential wife, a mate, I want to be friends with her too.
I think they were friends. They were, and then that's how he slid into the, situation.
Well, I just want to
clear something up real quick in the chat because I see a few people saying, well, maybe he wasn't attracted to you, Plez, or maybe he just is a good guy. There is in my opinion, there's a 1%, Plez said 15% of good guys that just, it is strictly a platonic relationship. Not all male men are like that now, heterosexual, not all, but there are quite a few. There are quite, I was even telling I was talking some business stuff with a friend today, and I was like, there is somebody that specializes in something that I need done business-wise. Okay. Business-wise. That's it. But I can't even call him because I know I can't even just hire this dude and just pay him to do what I want done because I know the type of person he is. I know where it's going to go in terms of for him anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I don't want to have any kind of conversation. You're married. I'm married. Please. Okay. Come on now. Come on. All right.
They don't hear like that nowadays. Damn.
Yeah. I do think it's a little different if you are already married, like, no new friends. But these people that I'm talking about have been my friend, like literally friends for over 10 years, both of them. So at this point in my life, whoever meets me moving forward will have to understand, like these are my brothers basically. And if you can't get it, I'm sorry. Like I can honestly tell you nothing has ever happened. And if you can't get with it, again, I understand boundaries. We're not going to be texting and kikiing all night on the phone. We're not going to go on trips together anymore or things like that if you're not comfortable with it. But to say I'm never going to talk to him again or he's never, no, because it makes no sense. You have to trust me. And I know how people like to say, well, I trust you, but not the other person. Okay, but you got to trust me though. And if I tell you it's nothing, it's nothing.
Okay, what if you're dating a guy and he's cool with you having this male best friend because it's just platonic? Then you marry him and you're deeply in love. Y'all have kids and stuff. And he goes, you know what? I'm not comfortable with it anymore. I need you to cut him off. What are you going to do in that scenario?
We're gonna have to go to counseling because it's probably gonna be
wow, it's that deep. Okay.
I mean, because why? Well, it depends on why he is no longer comfortable.
I don't know. Maybe he sees a glimmer in that person's eye. I don't know.
Because I've been there, it's
Mm-hmm.
just a slippery slope into controlling and trying to manage who. When this the ex that I was with, when he got rid of the guy friends, then the female friends weren't good enough anymore. You know, the one that we went on double dates with, all of a sudden she was a hoe. And if me and her were going to concerts or movies, then she was bringing somebody for me too. I'm like, where is this coming from? And then it became my family. We went to my family reunion. Oh, you can't go on. We were in Memphis. You can't go on Beale Street with them.
Okay, let me give you a hypothetical. Not all that extra stuff.
That's a psycho.
What if he is not a psycho? What if he's very healthy mentally, but he sees something? And we're just speaking hypothetical now. Okay, he sees something you don't see. Because clearly, this is a really close friend of yours. You have a very clear perspective of this person, and you're not deviating from that. But he's new with a fresh pair of eyes, and he sees something you don't see. But he's mentally healthy, your husband. He doesn't want you to break off friendships with anybody else. Just this person. What would you do? I'm putting you on the spot. Yes, I am.
I'm telling you, we would probably have to go to counseling. Like, I would have to have a for real understanding of what it is. Because again, if I've been with the one that y'all saw on the live, I've been around him since we were kids. We've been close friends since 2011. Nothing has ever happened. Nothing. He has never said anything out of the way. Now we joke. People, when they see my personality a little bit in the after dark and stuff, and you don't understand. I'm, God bless me with a certain level, I guess, of intelligence, and I've gotten these degrees, but I'm from the country. So I'm very much a country woman. I'm well-rounded. I can hang with men and joke and play dominoes and spades. I'm used to being around my daddy and my uncles. So a lot of times my energy reads very male. Sometimes when we're hanging out, when y'all saw me that day, I was the only female at that house. And none of those men, his other friends, none of them have ever been out of the way to me. They talk around me about their women like I'm another guy in the room. So I'm always going to respect my husband, but he would really have to let me know like what it is. It couldn't be just I have a feeling, because I have a feeling is insecurity and bullshit to me. You need to let me know what it is about him that you don't, because like I said, when it's hard for me to be, I've been out of my mama's house since I was 18. I take care of me. So I ain't gonna lie, there will be some blurred lines, because this is a person who, if I ever needed something, I know he's gonna make it happen.
Okay.
And vice versa. When he has needed something and ran into some budget, if it's budget or whatever it is, when he was running for city alderman at home, I was doing all the campaign materials. I was behind the scenes. Whatever dream he got, we gonna get it. Whatever dream I got, we gonna get it. But it's not romantic. And it's weird, because I hear you, Monica, my own family is like that. Y'all's relationship is very strange. And I'm like, what's strange about it? Like,
I don't find it strange.
We love each other. We love each other, but it's not.
Oh, you say that too. You say you love each other.
Okay. Yeah, but it's not that type of love. It is a true, probably the most truest agape type love that I've ever experienced on earth, on like in this life. Like, it's not romantic at all. When his parents died, I was one of the first people called, and I went, because if something happened to my mama or daddy tomorrow, I'm not gonna know what to do. I'm gonna be a whole mess. I'm letting y'all know now. And I know that he would do the same thing for me. So I don't know. But he's had several girlfriends in the course of our friendship. Some of them get it, some of them don't. And when they don't, I fall back. I'm never going to make any friend, male or female, choose, because we grown. I don't do that. And at the end of the day, I understand this woman is doing something for you that I don't do and ain't gonna do.
Well,
so she takes precedent. But it's not that I necessarily like it, but I respect it. But I always tell him, you are the one who has to set the tone in any male-female relationship. But if the woman isn't comfortable with it, then I let it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was a point between like 2017, 2019. We didn't talk for almost a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. Because somebody wasn't comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Look,
I still think a majority of men are dogs. They are.
No, they're not.
And there's like 1% out there, like you, Bishop. You're a good man.
No, but we
I
ain't
always tell
dogs. We ain't animals.
So how
now.
would you
Come on now.
Well, I mean, you're out in the wild.
It's just a natural attraction for women. Come on now.
Out in the wild.
Because you wouldn't want most men to say this. Most majority of women are bees. And some men do believe that.
I don't know. Listen, we live in a real messed up society.
But I'm just saying we
and
shouldn't
that's probably
label
how they
like
think.
that. Yeah.
Right. But it's out there though, Bishop. Come on.
Well, most men think most women are bees. So.
Okay. Now, listen, I don't even care. I don't care either way. I really don't. Because I know good men do exist. I know that, like you, I tell my kids, I'm like, Bishop would make some women so happy one day. And so, because you are just such a, in my opinion, I don't care what anybody else thinks. I just think you're a great man. I think that. You're so intelligent. You're cuddly, that smile, you have good skin, you're caring, you're kind. Calm your hormones in the chat. Don't be DMing, please don't be flooding his DMs with Bishop. Are you single?
I have got those a few.
Listen, but I mean, you're not a dog, but listen, like I said, and not all women are bitches, but some are, my point is there is a 1% or 15 or 5% of men out there that can have platonic relationships with women. But for the most part, I personally wouldn't encourage it. I wouldn't, because I always feel like the man or the woman too, because women can be manipulative too. You saying you're his friend, but you're just plotting and waiting too. I see you, bitch. I see you. Okay. Got my eye on you. He may be naive, but I ain't. No, let me stop.
That was to my dad. My mom was like, I don't trust that one.
I'm putting the end of this shit right here and right now. So, it is what it is, these relationships. Comment in the chat. Do you feel a man could be in a platonic friendship with a woman without some sort of ulterior motive or hopes of smashing it one day or having wet dreams about it?
Oh.
Hi, Key Mikey. Thank you for the super chat. I date my best friend in a heartbeat if given the chance. I usually go for women who remind me of her 100. It hurts, but the friendship is worth it.
Oh,
that's so sweet.
And that's what High Key Mikey, I like what he said, because sometimes it's not in hopes to wait for them to date sometimes, but in his case it is. Sometimes the light bulb goes off and like, oh snap, I really like them. And it might have been subconscious the whole time while they date a certain type of woman, and kind of find that might be because of that friend. So, there's always light switches go off at the last moment. I heard somebody stopping somebody wedding because they finally have realized that they love that person. I've heard stories like that. Yeah. And I've heard of stories after the person got married. I've always loved you. And then they were inseparable, and folks had an affair and they got divorced and they ended up getting married to each other.
That's terrible. That's real bad. That's really, really bad. Or you know what? The friendship starts off platonic, and then you start realizing, I want her.
Yeah.
How that song? I want that girl. How that song go?
Yeah, Keith Sweat.
I want him. I want that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, I didn't realize it before, but damn.
That's what my sister said about my so-called platonic friend. She now married. She said she the type of one, because I wanted to date her, and we went on a few dates, and we became friends later. My sister like, she the type of woman wait till you get married and then want to stop your marriage, stop your wedding day. I'm like, wow. And I kind of stopped to look, and I'm like, yeah, she's that type. and we after a while start fading because it is what it is. You know, like some people like to play that game, that last minute game. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
it's a slippery slope sometimes with these friendships as adults anyway. As kids, you know, it's a little different. But as these men start to develop their Johnsons and, you know, grow into go from boys to men, it changes. Things change.
I think we're born with those.
Well, you know, grow. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It starts off as a peewee and then it, you know, turns into a big old sausage. You know what I mean, Bishop? Like I remember growing up, you know, I was a tomboy. You know, I would be outside. I didn't realize I had titties until one day somebody put me aside and said, you need to put a bra on. I didn't realize, like, okay, because I used to be playing basketball. They'd be flopping around all over the place with the boys in the backyard with my brother, you know, his friends. His friends were my friends. I had a dirt bike, a mongoose dirt bike. Listen, we'd go riding all day. I was a tomboy, but then I started to become, you know, very girly and pretty and letting my hair out and put a bra on. And I remember one day I put on a bathing suit and I came to the door, and the way my brother's friends looked, these were friends I grew up with. We were cool. Came to the door with a bathing suit, and they were like, the next day I was talking to a friend on the block, and they was like, oh my God, I heard you had a bathing suit on. And this is so embarrassing. There was pubic hair and everything. Because, you know, when you're young back then, you don't know you're supposed to. I didn't know. They was like, oh, they said you was looking good. I was like, really? And it dawned on me, oh my God, like I'm becoming a woman and I need to be careful. I can't wear these kind of things. And I'm not thinking it's anything. I'm just with the fellas, you know, the dudes. But they were growing up. They were becoming boys to men, and I was becoming a girl to a woman. So what was the point I was trying to make? I don't even.
Things change.
Things change.
All I know is some puberty happened, and some people started looking at some stuff, and then things happened. Because, you know, that happened to me the first time I was in the girls' locker room. I said,
yeah.
Oh. And I was like, I can't look at y'all like that. Oh,
I shouldn't be in here. Schoolboy was like, maybe I shouldn't be in here.
I
should be in the boys' locker room.
I should be in the boys'. I was for a minute. I was going to the boys' bathroom. I was stand up and pee. You know, I got good aim.
Yeah.
Don't laugh, Bishop. I'm telling you. I was standing in the urinal. I was standing in the urinal in a minute. If the women's bathroom is locked, I will go in there.
What was that?
Why go to the urinal though? Why don't you just go in the stall?
Because one night I was out drinking with a friend, and we was at the comedy club. And I was like, shoot, I'm gonna see if I can shoot it in there, if I can aim. Boom. I was in there like swimwear. I was like, oh, I could do this.
Oh Lord. I'm like, they got stalls in the men's bathroom. We've all been out in the ladies' line be too long. You're like, let me creep on over here. Ain't nobody in the men's.
And it be clean.
One of your friends look out for you.
And even as a grown man and in public places, I go to the stall because some of these dudes be meat gazing.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Especially others.
In Atlanta, especially too.
Oh God, the Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't know if I'll ever go there. I don't ever know.
You gotta go to the stall in Atlanta. Let me tell you something.
Somebody never go in the unisex bathroom with me because you don't know what you might find up in the unisex bathroom. You be in there in the gay club. They got a unisex bathroom, and sometimes you just be in there. And you be like, oh, it's cool. Okay. Well, let me get on. Let me get on up out of here.
Let me mind my business.
Yeah, let me wash my hands because y'all not gonna wash your hands. Y'all know.
Oh my God.
All of them places, the mall and everywhere, made it really easy for people to have adventurous fun with these unisex and family bathrooms. I'm like, the whole family can come in here. Ain't nobody coming in here with no stroller. We know what y'all doing in there.
Excuse me, ma'am. Mind your business.
Look, Abstract Oracle said some stay sausage links, girl. Bye. Yeah. Unfortunately, some do stay sausage. A little
Damn.
Vienna sausages. It's sad, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Sue Inspired. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Plez, why were you sleeping in the bed with one of your male platonic friends? I don't sleep with any of my male platonic friends. Well, I mean, the operative word is platonic, right?
I mean, I slept with my straight platonic.
Now, players. Now, tell the truth. Were you hoping something might have happened?
No, we were laughing. One, we had been out drinking and gambling, and two, we were laughing at random stuff on the internet. We were talking about people being cheap in the old school, like off-brand cereals. I try not to be bougie, but cereal is probably where I'm the bougiest. Don't give me no off-brand cereal. Don't give me no cereal, no bag. I just won't have breakfast that morning. So we were looking up the names of off-brand cereal. Okay, random fact. Do y'all know that? I'm sorry, it makes me laugh. This is he and I's like one of our like inside jokes. We bust out laughing every time we talk about this. Guess what the off-brand name for Trix is?
What? What is it?
Cricks?
No. See, that's what, exactly, Bishop. Usually they try to sound something that sounds just like it. It's called pranks.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh my God.
I know, school. I'm like you right now. I guess we had to be there. Okay.
I know, right?
No, I just don't eat off-brand cereal like that.
Exactly.
You know the beautiful thing is. You know the beautiful thing is when you're really good friends with the opposite sex, y'all literally have these crazy warped sense of humors. Yes, and it's just like, what the world? People be looking at us
only
like
they get it. Only they.
Yeah,
it's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. Listen.
And we got some warped sense of humor. Like literally, I'm like, they probably won't believe we Christians. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Kearney, they thought you was a lesbian, Kearney. You know, you come on the other side.
You know what? They didn't think I was very tomboyish though. I didn't have an attraction to. Well, I guess I did. I guess I liked boys, but it was just like I didn't really,
You hadn't found
everybody saying I tap dance around the question. I didn't answer the question. I said we was drunk and had been gambling, and we came in the house and went to sleep. Like what?
Did y'all go to sleep right away?
Now.
No, we stayed up talking about the cereal. Then we went to sleep.
Don't that thing called morning wood happen? I don't know nothing about it.
Well, no, we weren't like in the same bed cuddling each other. He got a big bed.
So he got the California King. Y'all was good.
Yeah, we weren't on top of each other sleeping. It was he on his side, I'm on my side. And there was a nice space, and didn't nobody scooch over in the middle of the night.
Look, I'm be messy, y'all. Are you sure?
Honestly, though, Plez, after drinking, though, me personally, I would just get on the couch. I don't trust men like that, friend or no friend. Men usually wake up with hard, Johnsons and stuff in the morning, and it's just science. It's just science. Most men wake up and they have a right, Bishop. Am I lying? Yeah, you have a heart on. It just happens.
I just be wanting to fuck after drinking, so I can't.
That too.
All that. Go on and stay on the couch. Go on and get on the couch.
Yeah,
because I might touch you.
Well, things happen under the covers. Things happen. Fingers and hands wander all over the place, and you're drunk. So sometimes you roll over.
Don't put your booty on me. Don't put your booty on me. That's the. Do not put your booty on me. And you put your booty on me, it's over.
Look, that's a mating call. That's a mating call.
It is, and I remember when I was really practicing my long-term celibacy. Me and my ex was in my bedroom, and it was at my parents' house, and I had the pillow between us. And so, she kept trying to knock the pillow out the way. I'm like, oh, heck no. Put the pillow there. Now you ain't gonna get me like that. And I had got up with a heart on. I had to grab that pillow. And she was really trying to knock the pillow. So I actually threw the pillow in her face and ran into the bathroom. I'm like,
Bishop, you don't need a woman like that. She's trying to lead you into a world of sin.
But, it was attraction there. And it's the law of nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Breakfast in head.
Listen, men wake up with Johnson's. Little boys, as they start to go, it gets hard. I remember my little cousin, his penis got hard. He was little, it was like 8 or 9. And he said, Mommy, please make it stop. Please, Mom, because it hurts. They don't know what to do. It hurts.
I always say it hurts.
Oh, poor babies.
Unless your underwear too tight.
Poor babies.
Them underoos on. Got the underoos on.
Little boys are just so sweet. Oh, nature. All right. So moving on, right, from the Steve Harvey, the mustache, and his foola line with the women's and stuff. Listen, he can't even be in the same room with another woman. Get me out of here. Lord help me. I can see him acting like a damn fool. I don't know how anybody can be attracted to his stupid ass. He's a clown to me. Lord help me. Get me out of here. Oh my God, y'all got these women's up in here. Ooh. I could see him acting all crazy and shit. Okay, moving on to Apple Watts. Okay.
Oh my God, that's scary. Oh,
it is. Channel members, I dropped the link to the backstage on the community tab. Go on and grab that. All right, so Apple Watts, y'all, this is so sad because she has kids and stuff, Her disturbing behavior on Instagram lives are leading people to speculate that she's smoking crack cocaine. Yeah. Oh boy, let me share my screen because the Neighborhood Talk did a report on this and it was pretty disturbing to me anyway. Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen so we can watch it together.
Bishop, you didn't have to make that face, Bishop.
What face did you?
What'd I do?
You was like, oh, I was like, yeah. People doing crack still. They're doing crack still,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. People now just realizing this, her lives just a little crackheadish. I'm just saying.
I mean, I knew it from day one, but you didn't hear that from me.
Right.
Well, she had cleaned herself up with a TV show, and
did she really?
I need to go hard. Turn around. You hear me? I'll be like, I'm the bitch. That's how I need to go. Do that shit over there. Hold that. Let's start that shit over. Hey, baby girl, I didn't know you was right there. Hey, sexy. Hey, mama. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my Instagram. Oh, God, though. I'm really trying to freestyle on some shit, though. While I'm looking at it, though, they say Apple Watch really on some crack shit, though. I never on some crack shit, bitch. I'm really a freestyler. I'm gonna stay getting money, bitch. I'm gonna scroll up, though. I'm gonna walk away from the mic, though. But should I, or do I? Cause the niggas is bye-bye. Sus. Done.
oh, it's just so sad.
Done, though. Oh, God, though. You ain't got it, though. I'm looking at you, dumbass shit. So I'm really rapping and y'all mad. Because the way I'm rapping, I guess, like, I'm just dookie nugget. I'm dumb. I'm a crackhead. I don't know what the fuck these whole ass niggas thinking. But, done, though. Oh, God, though. You ain't got it, though. I'm looking at you, dumbass shit. So I'm really rapping and y'all mad. Because the way I'm rapping, I guess, like, I'm just dookie nugget. I'm dumb. I'm a crackhead. I don't know what the fuck these whole ass niggas thinking.
And then I had some more, I went and did some research. So that was this week. But I went back and looked, and apparently this has been going on for years. Right? Okay, Bishop, I didn't know. I don't follow her. Let me pull up this was just 2 videos, but there were so many. Too many to count. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up.
2 months I've been out of jail. The DA ain't not recording me right now, though. So, this the paperwork, right? So they offered me 4 years in prison. So, hold on. 4 years in prison. 4 years And hold on, this is half the paperwork? You said, wait, what? For what? For what? Man, I'm kind of. I'm done. Fuck. All my dead ass homies, I can't do nothing. But I'm about to get in these bushes though. Cause I'll be damned if the police get me. Ain't no police gonna get me. Ain't no police gonna get me. Ain't no police gonna get me. Nigga, go to jail. Ain't no police gonna get me. I'm sitting in the bush. On my dead ass homies. I need one of my peoples to come get me. Cause I'm not going to jail. That's on my kids. I'm not going to jail. That eyes on West Side. I'ma sit in this bush. On God. I don't care. If yo, that eyes, I'm not going to jail. I'm outside. I'm not going to jail. Somebody come get me. Help me. On West Side. I'm not going to jail.
All right, you get the picture. It's so sad. Schoolboy, what are your thoughts? Do you feel like she's on crack cocaine? I don't know. She's 35 years old. She has a lot of
deeper than
kids.
crack. That's deeper than crack. That's like some
Very
pills
sad. Very sad.
that look like a mixture, a little bit of heroin, look like a little mixture of a little bit of everything. And truly, that woman needs help. I remember the season when she first came onto Love and Hip Hop and Hollywood, and Yo-Yo was trying to help her. That's a different kind of high. That's an upper and a downer mixed with some alcohol.
Yeah.
And that's a really bad combination. I've seen that a lot in strip clubs and stuff like that. That woman clearly has a problem. She does not have custody of any of her children. It is really sad that VH1, get them out here and exploit this mess. I hope that she actually gets some help because that's serious. That ain't even funny. That's just that is serious. That is she needs rehab ASAP. But see, the problem is she don't want to go get help. It's nothing they're gonna be able to do with that. She has to want to actually go get help. So I hope that somebody gets her some help. I hope that she wants to change. I mean, I know when she was talking to her kid on the show, I mean, she was talking to him like a straight ninja off the street. Yeah. That was how she was talking to him, and I'm like, that's a human, ma'am. That's a child. Like, why are you talking to him like he's some ninja off the street? But she's deep in it. I've noticed that since the beginning. But hey, Love and Hip Hop, VH1, they don't give a damn as long as they can exploit you.
Very sad. And she did say in the video a few times that she's not. They're calling me a crackhead, or I am a crackhead. Wasn't she saying that? Or I'm not on crack.
She said
she mentioned the word crack too much for me. Yeah, she mentioned that word crack too much for me. Plez, what are your thoughts?
It's a lot. Sad. But yeah, it's definitely probably a cocktail of things that she's on. You can just tell from her voice. Like, I remember her on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood a little bit because I quit watching it probably shortly after she came on, but her voice wasn't that deep then. Her voice has changed. Clearly, just how she looks and talks, it reminded me a lot of like South Park Shawty.
Sad, so sad.
And even though he was acting, but just like how Chris Rock's character presented in New Jack City when he was first on crack before he tried to clean himself up and go work for Nino. It is like she's displaying all of the signs and symptoms. If it's not crack, it's some type of narcotic. It might not be crack, but it is definitely a narcotic, definitely alcohol as well. And I just pray she gets help before she ODs or does something, has some type of mixture that takes her out of here. The looking around, the paranoia, like how she was talking, that's not normal. And she may be self-medicating to deal with some type of other issues, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter why you're doing the drugs. Drug use is drug use, and it's only going to further deteriorate yourself and your body. I think she's younger than me.
She's 35.
She looks like she's had a very hard
She
life.
looks like the crack has taken over her life, is what, or heroin, meth, whatever.
Yeah, whatever she get high on, you could tell that she's doing any and
The
everything.
pills. Bishop, what are your thoughts? And you're from Cali. She's, in Los Angeles. What are your thoughts?
She's definitely abusing substance. When I first seen her on Love and Hip Hop, they were trying to get back her 4 kids. Yeah. And she was working in the club. And I think that was the very first episode when that was her season. And it's so unfortunate because she has potential of being, making it, but she does not know how to put away her vices. And it's so sad because there's a lot of people in our community that suffer like that. And people just don't care, or they use them as an entertainment to make me laugh. Uncle Joe, make me laugh. Do a little too. And that's what she is, the entertainment for. That's why I wrote on the board, somebody come, please get your auntie, because that is literally somebody's family member that is entertainment for people. Because when she get on live, she get a lot of people come through. She was like that before Love and Hip Hop. She had gained a following. And to a certain extent, at first, it was funny.
Breaking news. Sorry, Bishop. She just sent me a DM. I'll read it here, but go ahead.
Oh, no. It pretty much is just sad to see that. But go ahead with the breaking news.
Okay. Well, no, I got to format it so I can put it on here. So you can carry on, please.
It's just, it's very sad. And people exploiting it for, television. And I believe Yo-Yo was really trying to get her help. She was really trying to set her on the path to where she can take care of herself and eventually get her kids back. Yeah. But it didn't pan out.
No, it sure
didn't. I got
didn't.
that DM too. Somebody forwarded.
I'm about to the DM. She sent it to you too. The DM. She sent it to you.
I know a teacup sent it to me. I got it too.
Not that DM. She sent me myself specifically. No, not that. Yeah, I got that. That's just a general statement. But she sent me. Did she tag me in that?
I don't know.
No. She sent me a DM directly. So I'm gonna go ahead and share that. Let me see here. Okay, give me a second. Oh, goodness gracious. She's mad. She's upset. And this happens a lot with, in that cloudy, drugged up mind. This happens a lot. But let me read it to you. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up here. Goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, pray for her. I see that a lot in the chat. We're going to have to pray for her because she needs it. She needs it. Yeah, she needs it. All right. So here, let me share I can share my screen. I could do that. Oh, go ahead and share my screen.
She's very angry too.
Yeah. Very, very, very angry. Okay. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, you can.
She said, first off, okay, Schoolboy, do you want to read it?
Yeah, she says, first off, now you're making up lies. I don't do none type of drugs besides MF and weed. Secondly, your defamation of character. I can rap about whatever I want to rap about, and I don't do drugs. I get drug tested, and I would never do crack. My mother was a crackhead. I would never be a crackhead ever in my life. I got kids to raise, and you're making false allegations. drag my name in the streets saying that I do crack. What in the right mind would I ever do any type of crack? Got people thinking now I do crack. I will be having my lawyers hit you up and find out who you are, because I'm already in a process on the internet now, because that's foul as F. On my mother, I would never in my life to crack. I would never be my mother.
Well, I didn't say, Apple, for clarification, I didn't say, I said your behavior online has people speculating that you do crack cocaine. And that is the truth. I mean, I can pull up 1,000 comments of people speculating that you do crack cocaine. And the Neighborhood Talk posted this today. Let me pull that back up so everyone can see what they posted. Sometimes when you're in that mind, you don't read things properly, and you're going a mile a minute. Okay, let me share my screen again so everyone can see that for themselves. Let me go here. Here we go. All right, we can see it, right?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, I'll play. What does the title say?
Apple Watch responds to critics who assumed she was under the influence during a live stream. Yeah. And in the caption, it says, Apple Watch took issue with people saying she was under the influence and coming for her rapping skills. Thoughts, neighbors.
Thunder. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not even the rapping. I pulled up videos from 2 years ago. One was from March of this year, and the other one was from last year. But there were like 100 other videos of this type of behavior. She sent me another DM. She's on a manic rant. I'll just read it from my phone. I'll also take a screenshot of it just in case she unsends it. And I'll pull it up here so everyone can see this receipt for themselves. But it says, since you've seen, I think she means seen, but she says, since you've seen her now, y'all on the internet talking about false lies. I have all my children, my kids live with me. I do not do drugs. I'm fresh out of jail. Get drug tested. I drink heavy. That's all I do. I never done drugs in my life. Okay. Never got my kids took it from me. See, that's the problem. If you want to make allegations about somebody, make sure you find facts before you speak on something, because I will be. So when you guys up to this, because I am recording everything that you guys say, I'll get drug tested every week. I would never in my life be an effing crackhead like my mother. I'm watching y'all right now as you speak. Before you make allegations about somebody, make sure you know how the facts, she spelled it F-A-X, because I will be so annoyed. You guys, for defamation of character. None of my kids took. I got all my kids and the best mama in the world, period. Stop making lies about somebody. Well, we saw that on the show, April. Hey, April, I'm glad you're watching. We saw it on the show that they said on the show she got her kids taken away and she was trying to get them back. It was right there on Love and Hip Hop. And she's not done. Secondly, I am who I am. I am not about to change for nobody. You literally wrote saying about Apple Watch on crack. You're not saying allegations. See, because I put a question mark at the end of it. Okay. So that is a question I was asking. April, we can take a screenshot. Go look. There's a question mark at the end of that, because based on what people are saying, you put out videos like that, April. We're just all concerned about you. Honestly, I'm concerned about her. You put out videos like that and it concerns people and it makes people speculate. We're not the only ones. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of comments to this fact. She says here, you literally wrote saying Apple Watch on crack. You're not saying allegations. See, because I don't act like you guys or be like you guys. I got to be on drugs for supper. Got kids to raise. I got a business to handle. Instead of making bad shit about people, want to speak positive about me, because I'll never speak positive about me. You make assumptions about somebody. I would never do drugs. Only drugs I've ever done in my life is weed. Well, she just said in the previous paragraph she's never touched a drug in her life. And I'm sorry that is all my misspelled because I'm using the mic and I'm not typing it. So it's saying whatever it thinks I'm saying. Schoolboy, what are your thoughts about these DMs? Let me take screenshots and then I'll post them here so everyone can see.
I mean, quite personally, we weren't downing you or anything, man. We were just saying that you need to get some help because we're concerned about you. So nobody was accusing you of anything. And quite frankly, you can sue me, but you ain't gonna get nothing because I ain't got nothing for you to get, man. I don't have
anything. You have a case. Plez is a lawyer. Did she have a case, Plez?
We never said she did anything.
No. Mm-hmm. No, as we already discussed with the some of the other things that we've talked about with the other person from Atlanta, these love and hip hop, so Lord. When you're a public figure and you put things out there publicly. So we're commenting on videos that you placed on the internet for public consumption. So unfortunately, when you put things out there for public consumption, the public is free to use it and discuss it at their will. No one said you were on drugs, but the actions in the videos, you're allowed to give your opinion. And that's what everyone has done here. No one is speaking it as fact, but based on the actions in the videos, it is the opinion of the panel that there is some type of drug use going on, whether that's just alcohol is a drug, whether it's weed that you're saying, okay, weed is a drug, a harder narcotic, they're all drugs. And based on what we saw in the video, that's where it was. So yeah, opinion is the number one.
She's gonna call
defense. One of the number one defenses to defamation cases. So save your money, sis.
Oh, she's gonna call in?
She's gonna call in. I'm giving her the link right now so she can call in and defend herself. She's saying she's not on drugs. Okay. Well, here, let me give her the link. Apple, I'm sending it to you right now. Just click on the link and you'll appear on the screen, my love.
Oh, yes. And I know y'all, we all have joked and talked, like I was talking earlier about weed getting legalized in Louisiana. But yeah, you may think it's a plant and an herb and a vegetable, whatever you want to call it. But by the law standards, it's a drug. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're talking about. Well, legal standards, not just, I don't think weed is that serious. Okay, but if it's not legal where you live, it is.
Yeah,
and jobs can still fire you for it if it shows, or if she's saying she's on papers, she will get in trouble for that in a piss test. Excuse me. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. And let me say this: even if let's take drugs like smoking and snorting, you're drunk on camera. You know that's a bad look. You have a bad appearance value when you're in front of people. So when people see you like that, like, girl, you sloppy. I don't know if I want to hire her to do anything for me. I don't want her to represent my brand. That's what people are going to say. I'm not, and if she watched the show before, we going in on people, and we're actually going light on her because we're concerned about her because things can happen. Do you not know your liver can rupture from drinking? Like drinking that heavy every day, getting drunk and getting on camera and doing all types of stuff, like that's not a good look. And CPS can be called on you if they think that you're an unfit parent that's drunk all the time. CPS can be called because of that, because you're neglecting the children. So people want to say, oh, it's alcohol. No. You can be called in for that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I want her to explain the part about her children, because on the show, it showed that she said it out of her own mouth that she lost custody of her kids. So if she can clarify that for us, it'd help me out a lot. The courts need a hair follicle from her. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, okay. So just waiting. She's having problems with her phone. She wants to call in, but she's saying it's not letting her for some strange reason. I'm just waiting for her response. In the meantime, let me take a few calls. Hey, Miss Parker, I know you've been waiting for a while. How are you?
Hey.
Hey, Miss Parker.
You're on mute, Miss
You muted,
Parker.
Miss
You're on
Parker.
mute.
Hi.
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 Okay. I'm gonna say this about Apple. Me personally, I don't think she's on drugs, and I'm gonna tell you why. Especially not crack. She might be on marijuana and she may drink really heavy, but crack, I don't think she's on. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a recovering drug addict, and I was on heroin, but most of my friends was crackheads, right? She don't appear to act like a crackhead, you know, but maybe she might take a pill once in a while, or maybe she might drink, and she might just have mental problems. But I don't think she's a crackhead. Alcoholic, maybe she drinks a lot, but me personally, I don't think she's a crackhead. But whatever she's going through, I just wish the best for her, and I hope she gets help. Now with Steve Harvey, I'm not gonna say everything he's saying is a lie, and I won't say that because I do have friends I have best friends that are male that never tried nothing with me. But then I have a damn fourth cousin that have tried something with me. So the male, they can be kind of iffy at times, but they all not just dirty and slum and just want sex from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But most of them, I will say, out of 100, I will say about 58% of them are on the nasty side. But we got some good ones like you, Bishop. I be in your inbox, baby.
Salute.
Oh, look at God.
All right, y'all. See y'all. I'm waiting for Apple to come on and lay us out. Lay y'all.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I mean, she can't disturb my peace like that. So whatever she
Yeah.
gotta say, say what you gotta say, man. But don't take
That
it
was
out on
kind of
me.
mean. Oh, right. I don't know how to pronounce. Was it Fias? Faisisa
It's
loves.
Faisa.
Faisa loves. Okay. You might have some sort of Apple iPad or something. It's really bad connection when I put you on the screen. Do you have anything open, or I really don't know? Weedy Pooh, you ready to come on, my love?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. How are you?
Mm-hmm.
I worry about Apple Watch because I've had crackheads in my family. She kind of sounds sort of crackish.
Mm-hmm.
Not maybe a crackhead, but kind of crackish.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So maybe y'all could look into that. See if she needs some serious help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay,
right.
you have a good night. All right, let me see here. Who do we have? Mrs. Hooper, you ready to come on? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, you don't have any devices open, right? Okay.
No.
Okay,
Hello, the
perfect.
panel.
Hello.
Hello.
Everyone. Blessings. This is Mississippi and Texas in the house. How you
Oh.
doing,
Hey.
I really want to say because I gotta be careful what I say sometimes, y'all. I'm on probation with the Lord, and I want the Lord to use me. So,
Okay.
I stay on probation all the time with Him. I'm trying to touch them pearly gates. But
Amen.
I do really want to say I want to pray for this baby. I followed her when she was on Love and Hip Hop in Miami, and I was like, on some things she was doing pretty good and stuff like that. And it ain't no laughing matter. I just really want to pray for that baby because I feel like it just, what's going on. We don't know. A lot of stuff is allegedly, but I know what we seeing on the screen and what we seeing on Instagram. And I just want to pray for her because I feel like it's just, that TV stuff, it can mess you up. I'm telling you, reality TV, they put the cameras in your face. I ain't never been there because don't nobody won't give me no reality because, baby, I set the rate as high. But that's another story for another time. But like I said, at the same time, I really just want to pray for him. And then for Steve Harvey, I can't do him really because I done had homeboys, friends that right now to this day that I could be real cool with. Don't look at you like that. I'm little sis. And they're just the type of, because I know me, if you can't trust yourself, that's you, but I know how I am. I'm not like that. C's and all of them, I can't do them either. Again, like I said, y'all pray for me. I'm on probation with the Lord. I can't go there with all of them. At that point, I love y'all all. I love you. And y'all have a good night.
I'm gonna
Miss
use
Monica,
that.
everybody.
Good
Yes,
night,
I'll see
I'm gonna use
y'all.
that,
Good
Monica.
night, love.
Miss
Good night,
Super.
girl. I like that hair. I love it.
Oh, I know, but see, this is my Mary J. Blige because I got me a wedding, and I got my Shaka Khan, and my baby, my grand. So I got 11 grandkids, and one of them was upstairs. That's why I'm down here because she like to mess with my hair, and she done hit my Cardi B baby, and that's my sexy one. I can't find that one. The sexy granny gone wild. Yeah, but look at the new version. That's my version. Granny gone wild. These youngsters ain't ready for me. They ain't ready for it. So I got to go ahead and just put. That's why the Lord got to bless me, and I got to be anointed every 15 minutes. Anointing is what I need. Pray for me, Bishop. That
All
praise
right.
is sure give it to me. Lord have mercy, Jesus. It just comes on me at times. But y'all have a good night, because I'm
All
gonna
right.
need a little more prayer. Okay, I
All
just need a
right.
little more Jesus is what I need.
Yeah,
All
Erica
right,
Campbell
y'all.
said it. Shoot.
Y'all have a good night. Love
You
y'all.
too. You
Me
too.
too.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is call her and hold my phone up because she's having a problem with StreamYard on her phone. Some people do. I'm
Okay.
gonna call her. Apple, you're listening. I'm gonna call you now. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone and hold it up to the microphone. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna call now. Let me do that here. Let me give me 1 second.
I'm
Let
gonna
me do it
use that. I'm on
from this phone.
probation.
That need to
Yep.
be a shirt. I'm on probation
On
with the Lord.
probation with
With
the
the
Lord.
Lord,
Shoot.
child. With
And
the
when
I
people
need an
say,
Lord.
ankle monitor.
"Oh, who
Yeah.
you telling house arrest?"
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Probation with the
Lord,
Lord,
I be
child.
straying sometimes. Jesus,
Ooh,
Ooh.
get me
Lord,
back in line. Beep, beep,
Lord,
beep.
Uh-huh.
I might need something
Lord, I'm on the
stronger.
altar, prostrated.
Woo.
I might need something stronger than the ankle monitor and everything else. I might need something stronger.
You need one of them buzzers every
Yeah.
time you go
Mhm.
wrong. Didn't I tell
Right?
you not to respond to that?
Right? Okay.
Distracted.
That is just too funny. That is too funny. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna call her now. Let me see here. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. On probation with the Lord. Okay, I've heard it all. That one I might have to put in my Rolodex.
Right.
Oh, you gonna need that one, Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
On probation for Jesus. For Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I must have been on probation for a while. Hell.
I
Chrislyn
think that would be
Wanamaker. I'm
a
sorry.
good song for Kirk Franklin.
Thank you for the super chat, my love. When I was depressed, when I found out I had breast cancer, I abused alcohol and pills. If it wasn't for my daughter seeing and knowing she saved my life, it all boils down to Apple. If you see this, don't be ashamed to accept help. Okay, so I'm going to call her now. Let's see how this goes. Let me put it on speaker. Can y'all hear that?
What? Hello?
Hey,
what?
Apple.
Go in the room.
Hey, Apple. This is Monica and the panel over here at All About the Tea.
Yeah, I see y'all.
Okay, boo. What you got to say? What's on your mind?
Okay, first off, let me just say something. I'm getting tired of explaining myself because y'all motherfuckers want to assume some shit. Because when y'all see me, y'all don't see me every day. I don't get on live every motherfucking day. I don't do none of that motherfucking shit for y'all to make assumptions because you think that you scared or some shit. I gotta wake up every day to my kids. I may go out when it's time, when I do go out, to take a break away from all this responsibilities I gotta do every fucking day, the business, my children. And yes, I go get drunk. And I'm just not, I can't handle my liquor. That's just the way the fuck I am. But I don't do no motherfucking drugs. I got all my kids. I heard what your little big ass said over there, the nigga at the bottom.
Oh, that's not nice.
I heard what you said. Talking about, nigga, I got all my kids. They live here with me. So stop making assumption to think my kids got taken away. My kids ain't never got took from me in their motherfucking life. I would never be one of them mothers because I was a foster child. My mother was a crackhead. And when you put on your page, Apple Watch on crack, that means you're saying that I'm on crack. And now you thinking, even the people that don't, you saying thousands of people. No, it's just you saying that. And you're making assumptions just like the rest of these motherfuckers. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know me from a can of paint. And what you worried about? I got to wake up every day to take care of these bills, these kids, my business, and etc. And what irritates me is blogs like y'all that make assumptions because you may catch me drunk here and there on my fucking live, acting an ass sometimes for me just because I am who I am. And my personality is different. I don't handle the liquor like this bitch want to be. She want to be a crybaby or this bitch want to fall over. I'm not them. I'm just everywhere type of bitch when I'm drunk. But I don't get up every day. I don't drink every fucking day. When I go out with my friends, yes, I get pissy drunk and have motherfucking fun. And that's just the way it is. But for y'all to make allegations and assumptions and say, I'm worried about her, you worried about the wrong motherfucking thing and the wrong motherfucking person. Because I ain't never done nothing in my life that will harm me or my motherfucking kids. Period. Ain't no drugs, ain't nothing fresh out of jail. All my cases is dismissed. So if you want to post something, start posting positive instead of I have positive shit on my page. Y'all niggas don't post that. But you rather make assumptions for life. I got kids. What the fuck I look like? You make your post like that? Hey, y'all stop arguing. Y'all make your post like that? That's not cool.
Apple, can I, I'm sorry to interrupt. I understand you're upset. I have a question for you.
I really am not upset.
You said that you were on probation. What are you on probation for?
I'm on probation for cutting a bitch up 10, 11 years ago.
Oh.
And the case barely just got dismissed by God's luck. Well, the case is closed, basically. Now, I accept my plea deal, and it is what it is. I did my time, and that's what it is. And that was an 11-year-old case. Only thing I ever got is DUIs. Period now. I don't do none of that dumb shit. I don't fight bitches. I don't do none of that shit unless it's needed for protection on my end. But if you want to post stuff, post my business. Post other stuff. Stop making allegations because you see me once every 2 weeks on live drunk or me in the studio drunk and all of a sudden now you worried about me. Stop making assumptions about somebody that you never met, you never hung around, and you never spoke to, and you don't see on a daily basis because of what you think you know on the internet once a week or once every 2 weeks or whatever. You can't do that. I don't judge nobody else or what I don't judge y'all. I can make a gang assumptions about y'all motherfuckers. Y'all messy as fuck.
Let me ask you, April, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I have to say, you are now a public figure, okay?
I don't give a fuck if I'm a public figure. I'm me. I'm not about to change for nobody. I'm
right.
The realest bitch you niggas will ever meet. So just because I'm a public figure, I'm the realest public figure you will ever meet. I would never be a fake ass bitch on the internet because people want to look up to me. Don't look up to me. Look up to God. Look up to Michelle Obama. Because it's the same motherfuckers out there that have fun like me, that get drunk like me. And that's all the fuck it is. I'm not about to be I don't give a fuck about who the fuck. I don't want nobody to look up to me. My nigga, I'm a hustler. And I'm going to always be that real ass bitch. And if you may not understand me or the world may not understand me, but one thing I do not like about it is people that make lies about me, make assumptions about me, and drag my name in the dirt. Because first off, I done changed a whole lot of shit about myself. Period.
And that's good. Congratulations. We're proud of you. We're proud of you.
Proud of me, baby. Because if you're proud of me, speak good and highly about me. Don't make assumptions on the internet. You made a very false allegation. And even though you're saying now that you're saying that, no, I didn't say you're on crack, I just assumed you was. You put on the internet, Apple Watch on crack. That means you made it saying that I am on crack. You didn't say, I don't know if she is on crack. I don't know what she's doing. You wrote, I'm on crack.
April, I just have to interrupt you, my love. I put a question mark at the end of the statement. So that's a question.
But you're post. Hey, what I tell y'all? Go in the room. I'm on the phone.
April, let me say this to you. So basically, I got this topic tonight because another blog posted that people were speculating you were on crack cocaine.
Listen, and I don't care what people speculate. And see, the problem is with you blogs, y'all gotta find evidence before you even want to have a subject about somebody else's life. You gotta really just, how about instead of posting shit, won't you reach out to a motherfucker and ask them first before you just want to jump on a bandwagon with the rest of the haters? I'm a grown ass woman. I got kids to raise. So if you want to speak on somebody, won't you get to know somebody or ask them about themselves or what's going on if you're worried about somebody, instead of making assumptions for the world to see? Because now you got other people that don't even know what you're talking about now think I'm on crack. I got people in my comments.
Well, I went back 2 years ago, April. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I went back 2 years ago and I saw various.
A drunk bitch. That's everything.
Yeah.
That you see.
Well, they thought you were on crack back then too, in the comments.
I drink Hennessy and I love some motherfucking Hennessy.
Right.
Because it ease my mind to get away from the stress in the world sometimes. I just can't handle my liquor. People just assume that it's always a drug. No. Like on Love and Hip Hop, they said you need drinking is my demon. And that's what it is. I just can't handle my fucking liquor. I don't drink every day. I don't wake up and drink. I drink probably every 2 weeks or once a week if I decide to go out. But that's the only problem I ever have. And that's the only demon that I got to fight, period. I'm just not a good alcoholic, period. I'm very aggressive. Because I'm an aggressive person. I speak aggressively. That's just how my personality is. You feel me? But drugs and all that shit, I don't give a fuck about these other blogs, because I'm speaking to you and I don't care about the niggas. Because if I could catch them hoes, I would catch them hoes. And if I catch them hoes in person, I'm going to say I might go back to jail, because I don't like dumbass shit like that. I don't like dumbass shit like that, because see, you're joining the bandwagon with them and make the shit go on and on and on, because now it's somebody else that see that. Now it's other people that see this dumb shit, don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, out of respect, you come to my inbox if you so seriously worried about me. I'm gonna just be drunk every motherfucking day or on drugs every day while I got kids to raise? The fuck do I look like, nigga? Why would I have half the shit that I got and came from and not go back to being a homeless bitch and coming out the gutter if I allow drugs to take over my life, or I allow drugs to be like my mother? Never.
Apple, can I ask you a question? On Love and Hip Hop, you stated that you lost custody of your kids. Is that not true?
No, I never said that, my nigga. I put my son to Las Vegas because he wanted to go to Las Vegas. I wanted him out of Los Angeles because I don't want him to be like his daddy that's in jail. I never said I lost custody of my kids. Never in my life have I ever lost custody of my kids. See, won't you go back? I said that I need my son to get the fuck away from LA because he's around gangbangers and he's turning out to be like his daddy. So that's the reason why I pushed him out of LA to come to Vegas, where I'm at now with my son. Because I don't want him to end up like his daddy in jail for 5 years, fighting a case right now. At the end of the day, I never said I had lost custody. I never once in my life said that. And it's not, and if you want to run back on TV, please go back on TV. Because see, you must not clearly heard you assume right now. I need you to go back when you get off your live and do all that. Go back and see what I talked to my son about and why I cried about. Because I said I don't want him to have that life that I had when I was a child. And that's the reason why he went to his, I took him to his family house. That's it. Okay. I ain't never lost my, man, come on, bro. Okay. Now that's real. Come on, my nigga.
Well, thank you for clarifying that. We appreciate it. My next question to you, Apple, my next question to you is, I went back 2 years ago on the internet and I found comments of people assuming and comments. These are your fans speculating.
People when I'm happy, they assume I'm on drugs. When I'm sad, they assume I'm on drugs. When I fart, they gonna think I'm on drugs. I can't do nothing. It's just a fact of assumption. But when people want to make a rumor and when you pass shit on, that's what irks me. People can assume what they want to assume. I can't do nothing. They think everybody on drugs that's on motherfucking TV or because they act differently. I'm the realest bitch on reality TV, and I'm still a street bitch. I don't give a fuck about none of this fucking fame shit. My gangster come first, and my respect gonna come too. I don't give a fuck what people got to say. I'm addressing you, him, her, and whoever the fuck else is on this alive shit. And that's just the way to stop making assumptions, bro. I got kids, and I'm bettering myself and my anger and the drinking just because of shit like y'all and this type of shit right here make me want to just bust some shit open. Because I don't like this type of shit. I don't like lies. Post something good about me. That's all you blogs want to post is bad shit and assumptions. Stop being an assumptioner and ask me what the fuck it is. My GM stay open. I ain't never ashamed, never afraid of nobody. I answer any questions. I'm the one to tell bitches to stay the fuck out the game. Don't do this and that. I will, because it's people that been through what I've been through. But when it's people like y'all that try to bring me down, that make me want to just, I need a drink right now. The way this is the second blog this week I got to go off on.
Okay, we appreciate you calling in. Schoolboy, do you have any questions for Apple?
Not one.
Plez, do you have any questions for Apple?
No, I don't have any questions. I just
can't
want
even
you.
Hear them if I could.
Oh, you can't hear us? Okay. Well, if you watch, you'll see that. I just, what you put out on the internet, I understand you saying that.
I can't hear nobody talking. I only can hear you.
Oh.
If anybody talking, I really can't hear. I can't hear nobody. It's like quiet. All I hear is you.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Well, you got to probably tell me what they ask.
What's your question? I'll ask her.
It wasn't a question. I was just going to advise. I know she said she doesn't care, but the more you put yourself out there, the more evidence you give people to speculate. So if you want to live your life and do the things that you do, just don't go on live and do them, because if not, you're going to be fighting this battle for years to come. And if you don't have the anger management or therapy to deal with it, I don't want to see her. We actually do want to see her do well. We don't want to see her back in jail.
Let me tell her what you said.
Because of this.
Plez says we don't want to see you back in jail or hurt. And what you put out on the internet is open for interpretation. People are going to look at that, and we can't tell. We can't tell if it's alcohol, weed.
Yeah, but you're still. Y'all literally see alcohol in front of me. Y'all literally will always see a bottle in my hand when I get on live. It's never nothing else. It says alcohol. It shows the alcohol, the Henny. Y'all literally would see me on live at the club. Literally see me drunk after the club. So literally, it's Hennessy right there in front. It's literally right there in front of y'all. So I'm gonna say how y'all sit here and make allegations when you literally see the bottle in my motherfucking hand, literally. And I don't even share my bottle with nobody. I got 10 people on at the section, and everybody get one cup, and I'm keeping the rest. It literally shows on the internet me with bottles on my hands. But y'all just made assumptions. Oh, got to be something else. But it's literally right there, clearly in your face.
Well, we made assumptions because we have someone here on our panel that drinks Hennessy a lot, and she doesn't act like that. So
yeah, because she's a different person. Like I said, everybody's different when they drunk. You got the motherfucker that want to go get fucked. You got the bitch that want to cry all day. The bitch that want to fight. I'm that bitch that want to fight, that motherfucking cry, that and then go pass out, blank out, and go to sleep. That's me. Everybody's different. You handle your liquor how you handle your liquor. I handle my liquor how I handle mine. I'm not her. She is who she is, and I am who I am. So that don't mean nothing. Period. I know a gang of drunk uncles that come to the barbecue and fight. That's just the way it is. I know a horny drunk bitch. I know a bitch that always crying. That's just everybody different. You can't make assumptions that I gotta be like her when I'm drunk. Nigga,
but do you understand how a lot of people will make this assumption?
Nothing. I don't care about it when the shit is right there. And I clearly have to tell you guys, I have to really be fighting to tell people like, bro, and I shouldn't have to, bro. Like, this shit is irritating me. Every week is some bullshit I hear about me. I don't do nothing to nobody. I'm just a humble chick coming from the hood and still real. It will never change. Mm-hmm. But it's people like y'all that like to break people down like me that is changing. That is trying to change their life.
Okay.
That shit is irritating.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of fighting for this type of shit. I don't care what these people got to say because I can't touch everybody. I can't fight the world. I can't make the world believe me.
That is true. That is true. You know, I'll say this, April. Apple. I don't know why I keep calling you April. Apple. I will say this to you. We do care. I know you feel like a lot of people don't care, but we do care. And we see the stuff you put on live, and it makes people concerned. All I'm saying to you, if you don't care what people say, then maybe just stop going on live.
Concerned about a girl that have fun in the club like a normal person. Another bitch that's drunk next to me is just concerned about what? A person that's living a life, that take a break from responsibilities to have fun. How is that making concern? What about my other lives when I'm literally just talking to people? and clowning the dog shit out these trolls. What about them lies? But y'all pick a lie while I'm drunk at the club with my homies. And that's what y'all make y'all concerned about, something that y'all see barely. Y'all don't know me. You see something.
We don't. That's why we don't know if it's alcohol. We don't know if it's crack. We don't know if it's weed. We don't know.
But I clearly told you what the fuck it is. And y'all clearly see it. But you still make assumptions. It don't matter what I say. You niggas and the rest of these motherfuckers gonna think what the fuck they want to think. I don't give a fuck if I can show you paperwork, get drug tests. Y'all niggas don't give a fuck. Have my probation officer call you niggas. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter though, because it's just the fact of the matter. Y'all just gonna assume what you want to assume. It don't matter. I literally tell you and clarify in your face and tell y'all, and you still want to say you're making a concern. Baby girl, I'm out here getting turned up when I can. Just like the rest of the motherfuckers in the club turned up. Period. I'm no different than another bitch that's drunk next to me in the club. That don't mean nothing. How you concerned? You need to be concerned about 1,000 other motherfuckers that's in that bitch too then. At the end of the day, I got responsibilities. I come home from the club, pass out, whatever, and wake up in the morning and get back to my normal life. Y'all don't know me every day. Don't be concerned about somebody you don't know. You make assumptions about being concerned when you don't speak to me on a daily basis. Be concerned when you know me then. Talk to me on a daily basis and then see why you should not ever be concerned.
Well, I'll say this to you. You sound very hurt. I hear the pain in your voice.
It's not even.
I hear the pain. Apple, I hear the pain in your voice. And I do have compassion for that pain. Maybe I'll call you after this live and we can talk some more offline. But just know that people are praying for you. We want the best for you.
I pray for myself on a daily basis. Y'all don't need y'all prayers. I'm praying for y'all. But you can holler at me once you get off of this thing, because if y'all really want to check on my stories, I pray 3 to 4, 5 times a day, literally on a spiritual journey, literally. So I just really don't understand where y'all, it's just crazy though. But my lines stay open, my inbox stay open. So make sure you change that post and let them know that ain't no drugs in this system, ain't never gonna be besides weeds to relax my nerves and shit like this. Okay, so all that shit right there, question mark. Take that shit down, because on God in heaven, you got 60,000 motherfuckers and 100,000 followers on your page right now. That making it seem like they're not making assumptions. They're saying it because of just that post. Like how you put the question mark. Right. They're not saying that. They call it under my post crackhead and shit. Like, no.
Apple, they're not saying it because of my post. They've been saying it now for the past 2 years.
You know how many messages I just got right now? Yeah. From that? My nigga, God in heaven, it's all on you. Y'all just posted that. When I got that, it's the same bitch in y'all comments. Now she under my shit. Then I got 50 people that just screenshot it and sent to me. Ain't nothing under my post this whole day. My shit been fine. Yesterday, this whole week been fine. But when you posted that shit, here come your little whack ass followers and they dumb ass comments, making assumptions too, but not even making assumptions, saying it because of that post. Everything I've been chilled after the last bullshit ass fucking post these motherfuckers posting how to get in their ass. I don't like that.
Well, like I said, we're praying for you, and I will call you after I get off this live, because again, it's not our intention to hurt anyone. We don't want to hurt you. And you sound like you're in a lot of pain. So I'm gonna address this offline with you. We can continue the conversation. Okay. Talk to you soon, okay?
Yeah, just call me when you're done.
Okay, will do. All right, y'all. Schoolboy, what are your thoughts on April's commentary? I know she's harsh and she uses a lot of cuss words, but what are your thoughts?
I mean, honestly, I don't feel nothing. And that's not to be rude, but when you deviate from your accountability for your own actions, that's on you. I don't know you, ma'am. I don't even follow you. And that's on real, and that's on God. I don't follow that woman. I know her from the TV show, what was represented. And if that is not you and that's not your character and that's not who you are, because I'm going to tell you right now, I am now become a public figure. I have pictures in my phone right now of how toe up I was on my first date. It will never end up on the internet. You will never see me on my live toe up like that. I don't care. I am a brand and I respect my brand, and I can't get to the bag, the legit bag, because I don't want no street crumbs. I want the bag. I would never put myself in jeopardy to have people judging me like that. So that's on her. Now you could say all the positive, spiritual, because everybody on the damn spiritual journey. Everybody's on the spiritual journey. But at the end of the day, man, you need to take accountability for your own actions. I said nothing negative about you. All I said was I was concerned because of the way you are presenting yourself. And if you don't want people to judge you, and if you saying you the realest be and this is who you are, then ma'am, welcome to the court of judgment. Because social media is nothing but judgment. And if you don't want judgment, ma'am, log off of it and cut it off. Because at the end of the day, you the one putting it out there. We're not holding the camera up to the live and doing that. You're putting out there. So the assumptions come from the people. And if that's not what you represent, and you're a businesswoman and you're this and that, then carry yourself better. Carry yourself accordingly like a businesswoman. Handle yourself better. Because you can go to the club and have you a few drinks. You ain't got to get blitzed like that.
Plaz, what are your thoughts?
It's a lot, you know. I was trying to say something, but there becomes a point, you know, even in all of my training with social work and stuff, you have to meet people where they are. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, what I heard was someone who's just not ready to confront the fact that she has a problem, whether that is just alcohol or not. Even if it's just alcohol, when you're drinking to that level that she admittedly drinks to, it's a problem. And then you have to come home and raise your children. And as she said, conduct business. The liquor will not allow you to do it to the best of your ability. You know, she could be better and further along in her journey, dreams, whatever she wants to do, if it weren't for the liquor. But I have enough sense to know that this is not
liquor alone. Let's be honest. That's how I feel about it.
Not even that it's just not liquor alone. It's not that's generational. She's seen that from someone else. So that's why liquor has become her crutch, what she uses to get through the day. Yeah. To admit that I only do this 2 or 3 times a month. Like, that's too many times a month to get flat out drunk and still have to come home and raise children. And then when you know alcohol makes you aggressive, makes you want to fight people, and you're on paper. You know, that was what I was wondering, or what I was kind of wanting to say towards the end. Like, I wish she was able to actually call in, because that's the only way you can challenge some of those thought processes. Like, do you hear yourself?
She's not ready to be challenged, though. She's not at that point. It seems like she's super defensive, and she has an answer for everything. You know, I mean, first of all, well, I will call her after we get off this live, because I do feel that she has some things on her chest and she didn't get them all off of her chest. And
wait, I'm sorry. These comments are bothering me, talking about we don't see where she comes. We do see where she comes from. But if you say you want to change and you say you want respect, then at some point you have to embrace change and work on yourself to get the respect. You can't just wallow in, I'm from the ghetto, I'm from the streets, I had a hard time growing up. At some point, you have to accept that some of your actions, despite your background, led you to where you are. And if you don't change those actions, so if alcohol at this point for you is a drug, you cannot recreationally do it. You can't just have 2 or 3 drinks and be cool. You have to drink to get drunk. That's a problem.
And to that extent,
yes,
where you are behaving out of your mind
and get mad that other people talk about. No one is telling you to be fake online, because she was like, I'm not going to be this fake bitch. I'm not going to be, when keeping it real goes wrong. No one's asking you to be fake. But if you don't want people to discuss it, speculate, form opinions, then you can't put it out there. Like that's just how that works. It's wonderful to say that people shouldn't talk and people shouldn't speculate, but that just goes again when you know that that's not going to happen, then you become responsible for controlling what you put out. And so for me, like that whole conversation for me, I've worked at addiction facilities for women with children. And the social work and public interest lawyer part of me is just hurting for her and her children because they are seeing this every day and seeing their mother drunk and seeing their mother out of control. So yeah, like I said, that this isn't me. We weren't talking about it to talk about it or go in on her or put her down. But you put it out there so people are going to wonder, like, hey, what is this? And you need help. Nothing in those videos looked happy. Nothing in those videos looked, oh, I get drunk and hang out with my friend. No. So,
well, you mentioned the children, and that's equally as troubling for me because there are children in her care. And if you're going on live social media and in this altered state where your language, you can't even speak anymore. It sounds like you're talking in some foreign language that doesn't even exist. The behavior is very disturbing on many levels. Bishop, what are your thoughts?
I agree with what everyone is saying, and if she said she didn't lose custody, I will bow out gracefully because I don't remember the episode like that, but I do remember she didn't have custody of him anymore. He was no longer in her care. So that's what I'm speaking of. So if you sent him away, you know, and you didn't want him to be a part of gang violence, good for you. Yeah. I'm happy that you want better for him. But don't come on here insulting people when we didn't insult you. We asked a question. I was asked a question what I thought. And I said, outside of drugs, just drinking is horrible because you still have a bad appearance value and people are viewing you a certain way. Do you want your brand to be associated with the woman that's drunk on live all the time? Ain't no brand, ain't no company gonna want to fool with you. And if it is a company that's fooling with you, it's a low budget entity that's messing with you. And all I was saying is I do feel bad for her because I do have people that are suffering from addictions very close to me. So I understand that. And it's her saying, all y'all want to speak bad about me and all this other stuff. Baby, no, everybody was talking with the genuine care. Apple, if you watching this, go watch some of the other streams where we drag people. And we go in on people. We were not going in on you.
No, we didn't
do that.
We had compassion.
Yeah, and
we
nobody was
her with the utmost respect. And I don't respect when you come onto this platform and you starting to talk to me and call me all kind of N words.
We can't even take. You know what though, Schoolboy? Honestly, I know it was rude. Like when she talked about Bishop, she said stuff about me. She's not in her right state of mind. We got to show her a little grace. We do.
I understand. I'm not saying that I'm not showing her grace. What I'm saying is if you want to have a conversation and you want somebody to talk to you to hear your side, because I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, but there's a way that you handle yourself. And I understand that you cannot have that conversation really because you are not in the right frame of mind to have that conversation. And that's fine. But I'm going to always treat you with the most respect because you are a human being first. All I'm saying is respect is earned. It's not given. I don't have to give you anything, but if you come here, you don't have to be disrespectful. You could have just said what you needed to say without calling everybody a bunch of N-words and cussing every few seconds. I understand that's how you talk. But I could not understand what the basis of the conversation was. That's just for me. For me. I'm not speaking for nobody else. I'm just speaking for me. You got to do better. When you know better, you do better. That's all I'm saying.
You know what this reminded me of, Monica, when you were talking to her? It sounded like Wendy Williams and Jocelyn all over again.
Yeah.
And when I was listening to her, and I'm looking like I'm sitting there thinking to myself, Wendy Williams was doing the same thing with her. She like, I do like you, Jocelyn. We were Apple Watch to understand this. There are some people that's rooting for her. I rooted for her on that show. because I liked the authentic side of her. And I liked it that she was being authentic with her audience. And I'm like, that's one person I would like to, look into their life. And I seen it was spiraling out of control because even Yo-Yo said she was trying to help her. So this is not something that is not unknown.
It's not new. This is not new. Yeah, it's not new. It's not new. Her cussing didn't bother me because I have some family members like that. I hear that almost every other day by people that call me family members too. Like, that's how the conversation starts. And I just listen because they too have mental health issues, these people. And so maybe I'm just used to it. I was able to look around all the cussing and all the insults and just, it was a broken, very hurt person. She doesn't know how to communicate like a rational person that doesn't have hurt and pain. All that was hurt and pain. That's all it was. And that's why I said I'll call her offline and we can talk about it. I was looking a little deeper than that. She's tired of people talking about her online. But at the same time, she wants fame. She doesn't understand. She needs therapy. She needs a lot of therapy. She needs a lot of it.
And also, Monica, to add to what you're saying with the hurt and pain, she was actually telling us, please stop comparing me to my mother. That's what she was saying the whole time. When she was writing, she's like, I know how it is. My mother's cracking. Basically, was saying is stop saying that I'm like my mother. And I'm gonna speculate a little bit. You may not do crack, but you're behaving with that anger, probably like her.
That's why she needs therapy to understand that. She doesn't she can't process that.
She can't.
The stuff that Plez was saying, the stuff you're saying, the message that Schoolboy's saying, she can't process any of it. She needs a lot of help. She needs some. Ready. Well, she also probably just needs to be deprogrammed. How far did she go in school? Cognitively, can she process it? Does she even understand what we're saying? You got to look at all these things too.
Yeah, I'm looking at all that. I'm just saying you also have to be ready to take that accountability because everything that anything was said or has been said online, she had a rebuttal for it. So if you're not ready to really take it in, then you can't go there to help somebody that's not really honestly and truly ready. I just don't feel like she's ready. I mean, I do feel bad for her. Yeah. I really, really do, but I just don't think that she's in that space yet. She's got to get really tired and she's not there yet.
And no, I see a few other YouTube channels on here looking for some clout. I understand. I get it. That's one thing I never did. I would never go into another YouTuber's comments because I spoke to another YouTuber one time. She called me. We had a conversation and she said, we should do some things together. We should collaborate. And this is a pretty big YouTuber too. Not Tasha K. I'm not talking about Tasha K because Tasha K, to me, she's the queen of YouTube. This was a smaller female YouTuber. And she had a bigger platform than me at the time. And she said, you and I should collaborate. She goes, here's some tips. You should go into the comment section of bigger YouTubers and make comments to drive traffic over to your page. I just can't do stuff like that. So you're coming on here and you're trying to insult me and saying these things. No, I'm not changing the title because it's 100% appropriate. There's a question mark at the end asking a question. And it's based on what other blogs posted and comments made by people that watch the show and follow her online. So that's going to stay there. Yeah, I just can't go into the comment section of other YouTubers and, hey, come over to my channel. I just can't do stuff like that. Do y'all do that? I just think that's so tacky. I'm sorry.
That is tacky, and you don't do that. That's disrespectful. Yeah. That's taken from the views of the other person. If you want everybody,
I barely got enough time for my own and work.
I just can't do that. I mean, if you're gonna come in another YouTuber's comment section, make a nice comment. Don't come on here trying to throw shade, looking for people to come to your channel. Don't do that. Let's be friends. Not, hey, Sassy, how you doing, girl?
Hey. Hi, guys. Thank you for, getting on today. This is something that I can relate to because I work in the field of mental health / social worker, but my background is mental health. And it's just sad. I remember seeing her on the Love and Hip Hop LA or Hollywood, and just hearing how she presents even on the show and those videos you aired, Monica. She just sounds like someone who's suffering with alcoholism. And again, I'm not putting anything on her, but it's like what everyone said on the panel, it's just how she presents. And we're only speaking to what we see. And, you know, and so those who are in the field have worked around it. You know, it's very difficult and hard to reach those who are not ready to receive or hear how they are presenting and looking to others. You know, it's almost like you have to do the mirror where you have, you know, put the mirror in front of them so they can see how they are looking and appearing. But when they're not ready to hear it, they're just not ready. And so my heart is breaking if Apple Watts is still watching. For someone who's worked in the field for 12 or 13 years, my heart is breaking because she's just not ready to receive it yet. So no matter what we say, how we say it, how we, you know, put it with a bow wrapped around it, she just hears pain. And what we learned from the show is that she suffered some type of trauma. And we learned that hurt people hurt people. So all of the derogatory words and, you know, saying things about the bishop and others on the panel is because she's just hurting. And so we don't have to accept it. Schoolboy, you don't have to accept how she presented, and you don't have to understand it, even though I think you understand it.
It don't bother me. I had a
right
that was manic, depressing, and schizophrenic. So it don't bother me. It's just that you can't expect to have a very cognitive conversation with someone who is, you know, not in the right frame of mind.
Yeah,
happen.
Absolutely. And so, you know, like I said, my heart just breaks for her. She needs help. If she's listening, you need to just seek, you know, therapeutic help, and you need to and you need rehab, because this deep in, like everyone's saying on the panel, you can drink to have fun and, you know, mommy time and downtime. But when it gets to a point where your words are slurred, you're falling in bushes, you think you could drive or do anything when you're that impaired, then that's not healthy. And so it's just coming off as unhealthy. And I'm sure everyone that's not being negative in the chat is really concerned about the behavior and what we're seeing. And so I just wanted to say, April Watts, just take this as a moment to reflect when you're in downtime, when you're not in because alcohol is considered a substance. It's legal, but it's still considered a substance, and it's substance
drug.
So you have to, when you're ready to hear it and learn and be more educated on it and receive the help, then that's all we're here saying tonight is, please just listen to this where you're not impaired. And I'm not saying you're impaired now, but take a moment to take a step back and just understand that we're not here to judge. We're just here to help. And we're all going to see it from a different lens, because we all have different, perspectives. We're in the field or not in the field. We may have family members. So we all just come from a different avenue of how we see this. And hurt people, and trauma is trauma. And mental health and substance abuse mimic each other. And when they're duly diagnosed, that's the issue. That's what's going on for a lot of people now. So I just wanted to say that. And
thank you so much.
Me.
It's a blessing that we have all type of professionals that call in, and your professional expertise is what we needed tonight. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. I just heard you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you. We love you as well.
Thank you.
Bye.
She has a sweet spirit.
She does, and she's smart and educated. So on this topic, which was what we needed tonight. So Apple has been DMing me, and listen, this is the Apple I feel and I see. Forget about the cuss words. Forget about all that stuff. I said, I'm going to call you when I get off this live. She said, okay, thanks for even letting me speak. I appreciate it. Then she said, tell her I know my problem. Never said I didn't know. I can't handle my liquor. I said that too. So at the end of the day, she trying to make it seem like I don't know, I can't handle my liquor. Second, I don't go out every damn day. I don't drink every day, maybe every 2 weeks. I go out and hit the club and buy a bottle. That's it. Or I'm hosting a club out of state. So the problem is, I know my problem. Yeah.
You know what? She sounds like a sibling of mine. He know everything.
Yeah.
And that is so annoying to me. And he has he used to have a drinking problem.
Let me see here. I'm gonna add Miss Raindrop. You ready to come on? Just a thumbs up. Raindrop, can you hear me? Okay, and you got everything turned off, right? Hey, how you doing?
No, not me.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? I don't think she can.
You talking to me?
Yes, can you hear us?
You talking to Raindrop?
Yeah, yes.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, how you doing?
All I want to say is, when Schoolboy was talking about the Black Ink on 13th Street, because I'm from Harlem, right?
Mm-hmm.
They all closed. The one on 25th Street is open, and just like Schoolboy said about the tattoos and stuff like that, they from 300. I went up there and I asked them for a cover up. They told me they charged me $350 for a cover up.
Mm-hmm.
$350 for a cover up.
That sounds about right.
Huh?
That sounds about right. You know, it's Black Ink Crew, so.
Yeah, and when you go around 25th Street, the one on 25th Street, and you go up there, it's so empty and dingy in there. Nobody be there. Nobody be there.
Wow.
The waiting area, the seats that they have you waiting on, you know, you sit down and wait, all ripped up and everything. It's really dingy. Just like Claire said, I won't even get a tattoo.
I didn't do that. I don't know what just happened. She just lost connection. Miss Tony, you ready to come on, my love? Okay. Hi, Miss Tony. How are you?
I'm doing fine. And how are you all doing?
Doing good.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I know. It was a lot. And I'm going to start backwards. So I'm going to start with Black Ink. I'm just sad about Walt. I think he does have an issue. I know the one episode, his eyes were all red when he was talking about the money. They didn't show his wife too much, so it kind of makes me think that she didn't want to be part of the kind of storyline because of what he's doing. I don't know. I'm just saying. At first, she was all into the show, and it just seemed like she just dropped off. So I am hoping that he gets better and praying for him. And I agree with you, Monica. It's kind of like that street thing. They're not going to say he did file charges or anything. They're basically going to do what C says, not talk to him and handle it their own way. But I hope he gets help. As far as the Steve Harvey thing, my best friend for over 20 years is a male. I've been married to my husband now. He should have been my number one, but he's number two for over 10 years. And he understands that my best friend is just my best friend. My best friend asked me to be his best girl at his wedding. He's going to have a second wedding here in the future. His fiance, interestingly enough, also has a male friend that's her best friend. So she will have a best man for her bride, whatever, and I'll be his best girl. And no, we don't look at each other like that. Hopefully he's never found me interesting like that. I look at him like a brother. He looks at me like a sister. He's just my preference. I like the darker melanin, used to, because the one I have now is very light, because God has a sense of humor. And he's not tall, because God has a sense of humor. Sometimes the things that you focus on, he pulls your eyes away from it because it wasn't good for you. And this guy I have now, my husband now, is perfect, and he should have been the one I married a long time ago first, but I wouldn't have them cheering. So it's possible. As far as with Apple Watts, I saw her on the show as well. And I think it was production that put it out there with the kid and the way they kind of put those screenshots and those storylines and all of that out there, it made it seem like appear that she didn't have control of her kids, that she didn't have this connection with her family. I mean, the storyline was that she was in this terrible family dynamic. So I can understand everybody, you know, have these assumptions because that's what the show wants you to do, is have these assumptions. As far as her language, I can hear her streetness. And I mean, if that's the way she talks, that's the way she talks. I understand some people might not understand that particular language, but we all have our language. And I know when you get a certain place, you should be able to code switch. Maybe she's not there yet. You know, a lot of our people don't know how to do that, and that's something that they need to be more aware of because it will take you a lot further. Unfortunately, being who we are, we have to know how to code switch. But she did make a Freudian slip when she said alcoholic. So Freudian slip is, you know, she basically admitted I'm an alcoholic. She knows. She said that a couple times in her, you know, and then she says, even if I do it 2 weeks or every couple of weeks, once you develop a habit, doctors will say habitual, whatever is, you have a problem. If it's a habit. Now, if I like to eat all the time, which I do, I'm considered an overeater, you know, a binge eater, whatever. I have a habit of eating, you know. So again, my doctor said I need to cut it out. So because it causes problems. So I am praying for her, and I just hope that she doesn't think that people out here in the internet world is not really supporting her because they're making comments about what they see. And if you don't want the comments, then it's kind of like Ples says, then don't put it out there for people to see because you can't get it back. Your kids are going to see it. You know what I mean? People in the future are going to see it, and you talk about your brand. I don't even know what she sells or
Miss Tony, the backstage is getting completely full.
Okay.
I want to thank you for calling in and sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great evening. Thank you for calling in. Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to add Norris Tony to the chat. Hey, Norris.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. There's a lot of noise in the background. You ready to go? Everything's done shuffling? Okay.
Yes, Steve Harvey, I don't agree with him. I think that male and females can be friends. You know, you just have to have boundaries and, you know, set limits on how far you're willing to go in your friendship. So I don't agree with him on that. And, you know, Black Ink Crew is trash. That show is trash. And, you know, so, but Apple Watts, that's heavy for me because that kind of reminds me of my mother. You know, when I was age 11 to 19, my mother had a drug habit and I had to experience that from 8 years of my life. So she passed away in 2004. It'll be 17 years this year in August from her drug habit because she had a bad drug problem. So my message to Apple Watts would be, I think that, you know, if you drinking to the point where you say you get drunk or you an alcoholic, you need to really get help. You need therapy. You need rehab because you don't want your kids to go through what I went through. You know, see you in that state of mind where you're cussing or when you're slurring your words and when you're out of control like that, because your kids can pick up on that and they can be like, okay, our mother is doing it and she not paying us no attention. So, paying attention to how we might feel about it, it's okay for us to do that when we get older. So my advice to her is just, you know, get some help, you know, because you don't want your kids to go through what I went through as a child.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate your commentary, and we always do. You always have very insightful comments. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Y'all have a good night, and y'all need to be on TV because y'all so good.
Thank you, my love.
I
We
would say to
appreciate
watch
that.
y'all before all these other shows.
Oh, okay. All right now. Well, it might happen sooner than you think, you know. All right. Have a good evening.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
All right, peace.
All right. Let me add our boy TLW to the chat. Hey, my love. How are you?
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
I know there's a lot of people in the back in the backstage, so I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna take the alcohol part of it out of it, and I just want to say to Apple Watts, walking around with anger, that anger, because you're so angry and all that stuff. That's not healthy. And like she said, and the emotion started peeking through in the conversation, is like, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of fighting. I gotta, do this, do that, do this. And it's like, I get it. I get it. And clearly the alcohol is a coping mechanism to help you get through, help you escape. And I don't watch those Love and Hip Hop shows, but I listen to people do commentary, and then you catch a clip here and there. And the thing about it was some girl's mother who wanted to be her manager, was gonna help her or something, but she wanted her to stop stripping, but no, I need to get this money, and I need to get this money, and it was like she wanted things instantaneously, like I need it now, I need it now, I need it now, and when it wasn't coming fast enough, she reverted back to what she knew. Nobody's blaming you for that. You got to do what you got to do to survive, and I understand that if it's not hurting you, if it's not hurting your children, or the people closest to you that whose opinions really matter, like I get it. I'm not here to judge you, but at the same time, you can't put stuff out there on live. You literally in the bushes with a bottle of Henny, you know, and then people start commenting, and how people on social media can be. People start and then you get mad. Like, don't like, how are you that drunk? You get your phone and no, and then what's
Addiction
sad
is
to
hard
me.
to explain, though. Addiction is hard to explain. You're trying to
Yeah.
make sense out of something that therapists can't even fix all the time, and
No, I get it. I get it, but it's like you have to step outside yourself. Like, maybe one, and maybe that's why you keep running to that bottle of Henny, because when after it's all said and done, you're coming out of the drunken stupor, you stumble to the bathroom, and you look in that mirror, and it's looking right back at you. It's not a pretty thing. Um and what I really, because I know you're probably still watching, and I know people are screenshotting and sending you this, that, and other comments or whatever. But if you do watch this live, if you want somebody to talk to, not a therapist, hit me up. My name is TLW11217. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. Hit me up. I'll talk to you. No judgment, no heat. I'm here to listen. A person that you don't know, who lives on the other side of the country. I don't know nobody you know. You can hit me up, and I'll be that sounding board for you. If you want to chat through DMs, we could chat through DMs. I will make time for you. I will make time for you. I will listen to you. And if you just want somebody to listen and not say anything, I'll be that for you. I'll be that random person, just that random person, because clearly you really need a hug. Like, you really need a hug, and you really need somebody just to rock you and just say, girl, it's going to be okay. Because I don't know how many children you have walking around with that anger, and then using the smoke and the drink to run away from clearly what you don't want to face. You're robbing your children of all of you. All of you, and they do deserve all of you. And oh my God, I'm crying. They do deserve all of you. And I'm here. I'm
Thank
here.
you,
No heat, no
TLW.
judgment.
We appreciate you. You have a good evening. Thank
You
you.
too. Bye bye.
All right, I'm going to add Nisi to the chat before we end the live. Hey, Nisi.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm on. Oh my God. I didn't even know. I'm sorry. All right, let's start. First of all, I want to start by saying I love you, players. You already know I love you, love you, love you. Love you, love you, love you. Oh,
Thank you.
Candle thing. Schoolboy. Watch, listen to your live and everything. Monica, love you. Bishop, love you. The very thing that I wanted to say about everything is listening on a positive note. I just, oh, I can't believe this. I really can't believe it. I just wanted to say, I live in New Orleans, so you know I got you with the crawfish too. Crawfish Festival is tomorrow in Chalmette. Okay, boom, that's that. So you'll get your gift there. Boom.
I need my crawfish bread. Oh my God, thank you for telling me.
All right. No, this is what I want to say. Monica, I love you, love you, love you, love you with everything that you've done. I've
thank you.
Watched and looked at a whole bunch of things. And I looked at Miss Watts, and I look at her hurt and her pain, and I listen to all those things. And sometimes people, you know, I feel that VH1 needs to be responsible for exploitation, to be honest with you. How, because of the fact that if you know these people are going through these and you're exploiting them, and then you know they have these issues, you should be held accountable, just like a bartender if they gave too much alcohol to someone that's at the bar. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that. First of all, I wasn't really expecting. Another thing is, oh my God. Oh, let me calm down.
It's okay. Take your time.
Let me calm down.
It's okay.
The thing that I look at with addiction, and sometimes people are exploited with it, and sometimes, like when she said I'm not on drugs or whatever, and like you said, alcohol and everything, that can also be a drug as well. I'm just saying, as she's hurting, speaking on her, she's hurting, and I think she was exploited. And I feel that if, like I said before, if a bartender is responsible for, if you gave a person too much to drink or gave them another drink when they're getting ready to leave, you're held responsible. You're supposed to call a cab. So VH1 needs to be responsible for exploitation of that. Now we're done with that. As far as Steve Harvey, that's really not important, because how can someone who's cheated and everything even give advice on anything at all?
Yeah.
I mean, and one of the things that I did, and it's something that he said that was, you are an attractive woman. The young lady he was speaking to, you are an attractive. So if it's somebody he's attracted to, so he feels that if somebody's attracted to him, okay, that's cool. All right. And I don't feel that I don't feel that all friends, male friends and female friends, can't be friends. I don't feel that. If you're a cheater, you're a cheater. If they're your friend or not.
Yeah.
What else? I really was not expecting it.
Why you can just save it. We'll be back here on Monday. Just write your notes down. Yeah. Okay.
Let me show you something. So since this, I'm on the spiritual light thing. I made this, and y'all see it this way, right? Can you see it?
Okay, ma'am. You have a great evening. I can't really see that, but thank you. We're gonna wrap things up. I want you to have a great evening. Thank you for calling in. Okay. Thank you. We appreciate you. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap things up. Schoolboy, where can they find you?
You can find me on my YouTube channel at school_boy. You can find me on Twitter underneath that same handle at school_boy. And you can find me on Instagram at school_boy_2021.
Sounds good. Plus, where can they find you?
You can find me over on Instagram at scared_of_beautiful. And here on YouTube, my YouTube channel is called Scared of Beautiful, just spaces, no periods.
All right, Bishop, where can they find you?
You can find me here on YouTube Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at the Bishop channel. And you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Bishop Redfield.
All right. And you guys can find me here on YouTube. I urge you to subscribe to the channel. Teacups, I want to thank y'all for calling in tonight. It was a heavy, heavy live. I need to go and calm my nerves. I do. And then I'm going to call April and have, discussion with her because I know she wants to say a lot more. But this live wasn't the place for it. It really wasn't. Mods, I want to thank y'all for holding down the chat. Teacups, I want to thank y'all for being so positive, for supporting April. I saw a lot of prayer hands in the chat, a lot of hearts. It's all love here. We are a loving family, and no one here means any harm for the most part. We did have a few visitors tonight, a few trolls that came by to start some trouble, but I think I took care of some of them. That block button was hot tonight, okay? Everyone that sent in a super chat or a cash app, I'm so sorry if I didn't get to read your comments. I will do that on our next live. I will make up for that. But I want to thank you for helping us keep the lights on. I want everyone to stay safe and be blessed. We're not going to do movie night tomorrow, but we're going to do it next Saturday. So channel members, just send me your movie suggestions. DM them to me on Instagram. I'm mainly over on Instagram. On Twitter, I don't get to see your DMs that often. So yeah, that's the best place to contact me. Again, I want you guys to stay safe and be blessed.
Oh,
bye,
Monica,
everyone.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I think next week is the verses. Maybe we could just do a watch party for that.
Oh, okay. Who's
SWV and Escape?
Oh, I don't think we can because of the music and stuff, Even though I do see people go live with verses, I don't know how they get away with it. How's that possible, Bishop? I can't hear you, babe. You're on mute.
Oh, my bad. Because it's live. You can. Because I've seen a lot of people do it and give commentary through it.
Okay, so if it's live on Instagram, we can stream it here. Okay, well then let's do that. All right, y'all. It's gonna be a versus party next Saturday. That should be good. That should be good.
Tiny finally got out the house.
Tiny gonna be there. That's scary.
No, you remember I told you
Tiny gonna be at the verses. Oh,
yeah.
Did y'all get the video I sent you
today?
Yeah. Did you see the video I posted? I posted that she was at her friend's Tamika spice lunch party.
Who was?
Tiny and Candy came together.
The other girl in the group, Tamika, had a
Tamika. Yeah.
Last week. Yeah, I did see that. I saw that.
I wonder if T.I. gonna be there.
Let's hope not.
She pulled up on Zonique today, so she's in them ATL streets.
And Candy's going at it with Boys II Men, and they put her in her place. We're gonna get into all of that.
I seen that.
Now I gotta look this up.
Yeah, we'll get into all of that on Monday. But I want you guys to have a good weekend. My spirit feels shaken. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah.
That's a lot of trauma. That's a lot of pain. And I'm an empath and I can feel it. So and then I have to meditate. Well, yeah, and I also have to get on the phone with I have to speak to her. I have to get on the phone with her. She needs that.
I don't want her to be angry at people. Like you can't be angry at blogs and other people. That's my thing. I don't want her to just keep walking around like I want to knock somebody's head off if I see him on the street. If I seen her on the street, I wouldn't be mad at her. But I'm like, if she see me, she might try to do something. I'm like, ma'am, I don't know you. You don't know me.
Right. Well, hopefully we can get that. I can talk her off that bridge tonight, and we can talk about it because I want things to be good. Basically, what she needs is a mom, and she needs to be hugged. Honestly, she needs a bear hug is what she needs right now. And I'm serious. She needs a bear hug. She needs a lot of love, comfort, deprogramming. All right, y'all. But I'll keep you updated. Panel, have a great weekend. I will see you guys on Monday. We'll be back here, same time, same place. I love you all. Bye, everyone. Bye.